Brutalball. I'm going to need to push this button real quick. Push this button real quick. Push that button real quick. Push this button right now. It might work. It worked. Hey. Hello, friends. Week 7 is upon us. Now, week 6, if you didn't tune in for week 6, oh boy, it was a bloodbath. 4 players killed last week. And it was mayhem, shock after shock, including the number 1 draft pick. And during the old warm-up today, we asked the question, are we going to get the same again this week? And the Brain Trust have said, yes. Okay, yeah. I mean, you can't just vote for what you want to happen. It has to be some kind of plausible. Let's start at the top of the tree. The Wizards are taking on Stardozers Human Resources. The Wizards perennially even looking for a way through to try and make the team click. Stardozer are down a little on where they were last season, but you know, for them, flipping it, that's loud. For them, hope springs eternal, and maybe they can turn things around and make some magic happen. Do a quick check over there. Yeah, we're all good. Let's flipping rock. And it is Stardozer who get us rolling. Club Bollinger there with a 6-yard go. Swan Man Flutie, 4 yards for the first down. Wilf Jerk had a feeling about passing, threw a late one. It was caught and then fumbled and then advanced because we are playing on a cold day, but there's an interception. Pitkin Roaring Fork picking that one off. Is Lenny Luxury. Halfway decent run for 6 yards. Sticky Pierre, though, nowhere to go. Nobody can be bothered blocking for him. So we're back with the Dozers again. And what do we got? Flutie gains a 9. Is Lloyd Gadzooks. A reliable pair of hands for 28 yards off the pass from Wilf Jerk. Club Bollinger with a little scamper and throw. Well, that kind of worked. It's 3rd and 2, though. Jerk, can you do it again? Yep, he's found Gadzooks once more. Sticky Pierre bringing him down at the 4-yard line. Club Bollinger getting him just an inch away from the goal. And they're in. Burt Violence with the touchdown, and that makes it 1-0. Over to the Wizards. Luxury attempting a pass there. Pierre on a 3rd and 4. Again, no one bothered blocking for him, and so that's the end of that drive. Here goes Flutie. Picks up 3, 3rd and 7. Jerk throws to Burt Violence, but he can only pick up 5 yards. The Wizards get another crack and immediately throw an interception. Swan Man Flutie with the interception. 2nd and 5. Camembert deflects that one. Wilf Jerk can't get anywhere. We're back to the Wizards again. Pierre catches for 3. That one's thrown to the middle of nowhere. Pierre actually gets half a block there and runs for 7. And that's a first down for the Wizards. And Tension Soda managing to break through the line, gaining 15 yards. Luxury waiting all day before having his pass deflected by Gadzooks. But Pierre with an evasive run. Andy had a late blocker who was ineffective. But Pierre with a 32-yard charge there for the Wizards. A nice throw out to Celia Emphysema gets another first down. Wizards very much in Stardozer territory right now. But they've got a 3rd and 5, all important. And it's a sack. Well, that's the end of that then. Yep. I mean, good effort. So maybe we'll see some sparkles coming out of the Wizards in the game still to come. Stardozer driving once more. Bison Lamond with a good tackle there. Flutie throws an 8-yarder, and Wilf Jerk goes nowhere at all. Tension Soda running on first down. Brilliant piece of blocking there from Pitkin Roaring Fork. And Soda manages to run at very slow speed. 19 yards. However, first contact for Stardozer has been injured by the Anger Panda. Stuntworth Friendly has subbed in. During which time, the Wizards have taken possession back again. Stardozer, you mean? Oh yeah, Stardozer have taken possession back again. Wilf with a late throw and it goes nowhere good. No, there's no small F. No, that's a season-ending injury. Gavin, I appreciate that you don't get to see these live very often. Small F, season-ending injury. Big F, dead. Yeah. Wizards complete a pass out to Emphysema, who's down at the 4.5-yard line. Can Lenny Luxury get him closer? Yes, he can. And it's a tying score. The Wizards have pulled it back. And this one is turning into a right scrap. Yeah. Yeah, Gadzooks with a 9-yard catch. Wide open on the following play, though. Gadzooks is going to take this one down to the 20. A 42-yard gain. Here's Bollinger to the end zone. Touchdown, Gadzooks. Well, that long ball to Lloyd there is getting the job done. Lenny Luxury completes a 10-yarder. The Wizards won it back again. 3 yards gained from Pierre. Soda with another 12-yard carry. Is Luxury on the throw again, and that one's no good to anybody. On second down, Pierre once again outpacing the defence, gains another 12. Soda throws, and it's Whiskers Camembert, the team captain, with the catch, gains 25 yards. Lenny Luxury's moving again. The Wizards have got the bit between their teeth. Can Pierre do anything? No, he can have his pass deflected. Soda, touchdown, Sealer Emphysema, 2-2. Well, the first half moved very, very slowly, but in the second half of the game, both teams have very much stepped it up. But Violence there with an 18-yard catch. Wilf throws it for just one. The receiver didn't say who it was, couldn't break any tackles. One-man Flutie gets it to Violence, and it's not enough for the first down. The Wizards have another crack and potentially the opportunity to go into the lead. Well, it's not potentially an opportunity, it is an opportunity, but they're not going to... No, never mind. Yeah, Lamond comes up with his second sack of the game. Flutie with a run, picks up 14 yards and a first down for Stardozer. Wilfie Boy Jerk now doing the same thing again, and that's another 12 yards gained. That second tier of tackling that the linebackers should be presenting, not presenting. Not even remotely. Jerk with the ball throws it out of bounds to avoid embarrassing himself. Although it is quite embarrassing to be throwing the ball away, just shows a lack of gumption and belief. Stardozer are stalled out, but they are deep into Wizard territory, so the Wizards need to get this upfield. And so far, their passing accuracy has left a little bit to be desired. But a lovely move there from Sticky Pierre, evading tackles, and he picks up 36 yards. That was the move they need at the moment that they needed it. And with 13 plays left in the game, they throw an interception to Gadzooks. Oh boy. Yeah. And there's another completion. Stardozer are getting it out to Burt Violence. Flutie is sacked by Anger Panda. Is Wilf Jerk on 2nd and 12. Throws to the flat, but there's nowhere to go. 3rd and 12 now. Bollinger stuffed at the line by Lamond, who's having a great defensive game. But there's another interception. Yaya Lemongrass has picked it off and it has taken it all away. Stardozer edging back into the lead with no time left on the clock. 6 plays to go. The Wizards had a good first down pass, but it didn't happen. Pierre can't get anywhere this time at all. 3rd down, game's over. Man. Yeah, just 2 to go. It's all right. Nothing's going to change from here. It's all done and dusted. A good edge of seat game there to kick us off for the day. Wizard Hole Wizards 2, Stardozer 3. Player of the game, Lloyd Gadzooks, 184 receiving, 1 touchdown, 1 sack, 1 pass deflection, 1 interception. Whereas for the Wizards, Bison Lamond led the way there with 42 fan points. 9 tackles, 16 pancakes, 2 tackles for loss and a sack. That's solid. Let's go pancaking. Oh dear. Yeah, well, you can see what's missing, can't you? You can. Pitkin Roaring Fork for the Wizards with 18 pancakes, whereas over on Stardozer, Lemongrass 21, Ostentatious Smack with 35. And that was a good game. Let's go right down the deep end. Edge of Slum versus Port Miggins. Well, last week, Edgy Slum killed a former player. Not sure they're going up against any former players this week, so Port Miggins might be all right. Or maybe we'll see the death of Mikey Power Tools. It's anyone's guess. All important to find out the result to this one, which we'll do by watching this one and finding out the result. Yeah. Lots of debuffing chatter going on there. Freddie Two-Beard for the Pirates. The first touch of the game goes nowhere. But then they throw it out to Calypso Shifter, who gets a 20-yard gain. Bob Natuno picks up 3. Two-Beard running once more, breaking a tackle there from Ron Bongos. Bongos rarely missing a tackle, but he missed that one. Emmental Helmet evading just about everybody, gains 17. This is a good, solid piece of evasive ground running. Gup for Edgy Slum has been injured by Mikey Power Tools. Marcel LeJams has subbed in. Well, where are they playing him? Don't really know, but they're already on 3rd and 9, and LeJams is stuffed at the line, and that's the end of their first drive. Sorry, it just needs to settle. Emmental for the Pirates. A good run, 15 yards. Natuno managing to get past that start block. Yeah, you see, you've got Four-Fingered Owls and Mikey Power Tools in the line. Kofi Molotov, not quite as good, but still, you know, relatively reliable. As Natuno gets them down to the no-yard line, Freddie Two-Beard punches it in. There's 2-0, and there's a fumble. Mikey Power Tools has recovered the fumble. Freddie Two-Beard going for 3. Emmental throws. Bongos with the deflection. Natuno, this time wrapped up at the line, and Slum hold firm, making up for that mistake. And Daphne Teflon there, taking off like a rocket, getting 16 yards. Christy Bolotwink. Bolo Twink. No, it's Bolotwink. Shut up. Okay, what's happening now? Slum have the ball, but it's 3rd and 7. The Jams. Bongos with nothing but open field ahead of him. And that's the end zone. Kofi Molotov's been injured by Bobbert Weasel. Paddy Finucane has subbed in for the Pirates as Slum recover a fumble of their own. Okay. Bolotwink there with the run gains 3. The Jams on 3rd down. That was never going to work. Okay. Two-Beard back on possession again for the Pirates. Gets a 1st down. Emmental evades most of the traffic and gets them a 2nd and short. Natuno taking it the rest of the way. And that's another fresh set of downs. Emmental with a throw. There's nobody there. Emmental there seeing phantasms on the field. Catching the next pass though and getting them a 1st down. Two-Beard. 3 yards. Emmental. Another few. 3rd and 1. Natuno. Well, Bob Natuno likes running for either 1 or 2 yards, and so therefore he is your perfect 3rd and 1 runner. But this is 3rd and 3, and he gets there anyway. Excellent work. Two-Beard, 8 yards gained. Emmental with the throw. And it's Quebec Spire making the catch for 11 yards. Natuno gets them closer. Two-Beard on 2nd and goal. And Ron Bongos has been injured by Quebec Spire. Scorpion Ring has subbed in for Slum as the Pirates score. Okay then. Bobbert Weasel gets his 2nd career catch there. 1st of the game. Marcel throws that one to Bolotwink, who picks up 24. 1st career catch. Nice. 2nd and 10. All players lying on the floor in the line. Bolotwink with a good run. Had the opportunity to go further, but the gunner couldn't figure out what blocking is supposed to be. Teflon runs again, makes it a 3rd and 3. Bolotwink to Scorpion Ring, who busts through 2 tackles and makes it 3-2. Slum far from done, especially if they continue to knock out opposing players. But I think so far they are losing the battle. Power Tools has just picked up his 2nd fumble recovery of the day. He's busy, yeah. Well, no, see, if he puts on a bit of defensive pressure, he's going to be going for Player of the Week. Turnovers. 3rd and 5 for Slum. Teflon does it again, just using raw pace to avoid being tackled. That one's deflected by Shifter on the 5-yard line. Marcel throws, Ring, touchdown. Came off the bench, gets 2 touchdowns. Flipping magnificent. Right, here goes Emmental again. A good 5-yard gain. Natuno slurping up the 3 yards for the 1st down. Two-Beard goes for 6. Emmental running again, and that's a 1st down and more. Natuno looking to throw, is instead sacked by Bobbert Weasel. Freddie Two-Beard blatting through a couple of would-be tacklers, and another one, and eventually brought down, but it's a 39-yard gain. Emmental throws a short one, it's worth 3. Natuno on 2nd and 7 gets 1 yard. Freddie Two-Beard is stopped. Slum's defence holds firm, and Teflon has gone for another burn round the outside for 7 yards. Marcel gets him a little bit. No, now's Marcel. Never mind. Nothing. It was all bad news. All right, okay. So Slum now have to do it again as they defend inside their own 15. Helmet, though, he's got the moves, and it's a 2nd down from the 4-yard line into the end zone. Bob Natuno. 4-3, 16 plays to go, and it's another close one. Marcel the Jams finally gets some jams, Marcelling, and that was a great pass. I don't know if you caught it at this speed, but that was a targeting where the receiver was running to little short slot pass there. It was magnificent. It was only worth a couple of yards, but I mean, that was like the real thing. It was a little bit. Anyway, Slum have stalled out on that drive, and unless they can get a turnover like now, they are looking down the barrel of another defeat this season. Bob Natuno has got a 9-yard gain, 6 plays left in this one, and Two Beard gets the first down. Helmet, only no yards there. Natuno running again, gets just 1, 3rd and 7, a stop now, but you've got to send it downtown. Nope, that's the wrong way. Last play of the game, Scorpion can't get them there to leave this one. Port Miggins 4, Slum 3. Another good game, another good game. Player of the game, Mikey Power Tools, isn't it? Yeah, 67 fan points for Mikey Power Tools, primarily coming from 64 pancakes. That's a number. 1 tackle for loss, 1 injury inflicted. For Slum, Bobbert Weasel with 13 tackles, 1 sack, and an injury inflicted. Right there, not a lot. No, not much. Pancakery going on for Slum, Tarquin Bangfish with 22, whereas obviously Power Tools, no, he's actually been beaten. Mikey Power Tools 64 pancakes, right? Four Fingered Owls 72 pancakes. Flaming heck, yeah. If when Slum pull this part of game later on, pull this game apart, that would work too. And go like, oh, it was so close. What could we change? Find anybody for the offensive line. Absolutely anybody at all. A blocker, right? Just find a blocker, and you'll be you'll be in with a better chance than you're currently exhibiting. The 3 and 2 Grazer Ridge are taking on the 2 and 4 Voo Boys. Both teams on the cusp of being playoff worthy this season, but probably not. There you go. But it is a blessed game, so this one could get lively. We'll see. Voo Boys first with the ball. Bandy Turnoff throwing it there for 13 yards. Hieronymus Lackluster picks up 3 as Gonzalo Lorry, and it's intercepted by Mikey Ultra. Rufus Paper Trail gets things going for Grazer Ridge with an 8-yard run. Girded Fang now on 2nd down goes 7 yards. Melvin Glitch. Just a 2-yard gain. There goes Paper Trail again. That's another 3 yards. 3rd and 4. Fang? No. Denied. Turn off with the throw, and it's deflected by Paper Trail. Lackluster runs nowhere. And Gonzalo completes to Bertha Raccoon, who takes off and gains a handsome 35 yards. There's Karen Hare making the next catch. That's 19 yards. Lackluster passing again, and it's turn off with another catch for 11. Laurie passes. It's Karen Hare catching that one for 7. You see, I'm seeing a pattern. There goes Bertha. She's got an angle, but it's not quite good enough. Defended on the 3-yard line. Is Laurie? He's in. Touchdown. 1-0 Voo Boys. Baffled catches the first pass for Grazer Ridge. Gets 8 yards. Another one from Fang there. And on 3rd down, Pat Duplistis has got it and is busting through tackles like he hates them. He probably does. I mean, I don't know any player who particularly enjoys being tackled, and if so, they should seek counselling. Joe Stein baffled there with a 26-yard catch and go. Girded Fang on the run, and he's into the end zone as well, and could be a handful. There goes Bertha again. Yeah, that's another 32 yards. She's doing well. Lackluster continues to be, and gains only 2 on the ground. Gonzalo Lorry, though, lovely moves, 14 yards. Here's Bambi Turnoff, sacked by Mikey Ultra. Hieronymus Lackluster is still. Gonzalo Lorry can't make it happen on 3rd down. So with the scores at 1-1, it's Grazer Ridge back in possession from their own 25. Melvin Glitch on 3rd and 3 can't do it. Back to the Voo Boys again from midfield. Bambi Turnoff straight ahead, 12 yards, love it. Lackluster, nope. Here comes Gonzalo. He's got a little bit of juice in him because he scored the touchdown, but he could only get 3 yards there. But they toss it out to Bertha, who's going the distance. And that's Bertha Raccoon for a 32-yard touchdown. And what we've seen so far is she's already proving to outpace her cover player. So that'll be fun. Maybe it'll be fun. Bambi turn off with a deflection, 2nd and 10. Fang is stuffed right at the line. Glitch on 3rd and 9, throws it out to the wing, but Raccoon with a deflection. Bambi waits, looks, throws. Bertha's got to catch, it's 9 yards. Lackluster tosses that one. Zenith Dark with a deflection, 3rd and short. Lackluster making a catch, gains 5 yards. His running might be terrible, but he just got him a first down, so you kind of forgive it a little bit. He's running again, though, and lost some yards. That was Josh Rubinho. Where's he? Why is he not doing stuff? Dunno. Bertha's got a catch, and is down at the 1 yard line. A fortunate stop there for Grazer Ridge. Bambi Turnoff getting the following play into the end zone for the score. Because if Bertha starts getting too many blessings, then that's the ball game, chums. Yeah. Grazer Ridge with the ball. Pat Duplicitus breaking 3 or 4 tackles there. Scampers off into the... Well, I mean, you don't really scamper when you're a demon. But I don't know, I think Pat is maybe the kind of demon who likes to scamper. Girded Fang breaking tackles inside the 5, down to the 3. 18 yards gained. Glitch throws it out of bounds. Paper Trail sacked by Gonzalo Lorry. Girded Fang on 3rd down, can't make it happen. And the Vuvu boys hold firm and have the ball back. They gain a little bit on 1st down. Lackluster with the ball, throws a short one to Karen Hare. Gonzalo on 3rd and 4, and it's nowhere near good enough. So another swing at the fence for Grazer Ridge. And they fumble it. And it's Lackluster who's recovered. So, okay, maybe he's not all that as a runner. He's terrible as a runner. These are facts. Bertha makes a catch. Breaks for a 1st down. Bambi Turnoff throws a little short one. These little short passes, I'm not sure I'm a fan. 3rd and 2. Lorry can't get there. And Grazer Ridge are back in possession. Again, the score is 3-1. There's 30 plays left in the game. Just in case, you know, you're on the wireless and you kind of go, but where are we? How many plays left in the game? That was a terrible pass. You had a leading runner there. The Vuvu boys have just thrown it away, giving Grazer Ridge another swing, but it's 3rd and 11 already and they don't convert. Bambi, sacked by Glitch, is Lackluster. Outpacing Zenith Dark, but that's hardly... difficult. Lorry throws to Turnoff, and that's a 15-yard gain. Bambi with the throw. Picks out Karen Hare, gains 12. Lackluster with the pass, and it's Bertha, and she's got a good lead. But Baffled is closing in. It's too late, though. A 43-yard Bertha Raccoon touchdown. 2nd and 11 for Grazer Ridge. Duplicitus does it again. He needs about 4 tackles to bring him down. Melvin Glitch gains 1. His Paper Trail flings out wide, but it's deflected. Girded Fang on 3rd and 8. Nothing doing. The Vuvu boys must surely be going, I think we got this one. I think we got it. There goes Bertha again. Say goodnight. Bertha Raccoon to the end zone for a touchdown. That's 5-1. And she's made let's call it 6-1. She's picked her off a pick 6 there. And let's take this one all the way to the car park. And then flog it to death with the baseball bats. Yeah. A good game from Bertha Raccoon. I don't think it's going to be MVP on the receiving yards, but it's up there. Yeah. Couple hundred yards. That's not bad. Yeah. And we're looking at about 80, 90 points in terms of fan points for Bertha. 104. We're looking at about 104 points for Bertha. Final score, Vuvu Boys 7, Grazer Ridge 1. Grazer Ridge not submitting a game plan this week and paying the price. Bertha, 104 fan points, 295 receiving, 4 touchdowns, 4 deflections and an interception. For Grazer Ridge, Melvin Glitch with 44 fan points, 3 sacks, 1 tackle for loss. Pancakes over on Grazer Ridge. Well, that would be Zenith Dark with just 15, while over on the Vuvu boys, Sir and or Madam with 32. Low pancake kind of a game, but you'll see low pancake kinds of games when you've got evenly matched blocking folk. We'll be saving Ob City versus Volcamoose because it's going to be game of the week. Let's do the Minstrels versus the Nomads. Nomads also can't be bothered putting in a game plan. So is this an opportunity for the Nomads to make hay? while the sun shines. Well, let's have a look. And the sun is indeed shining. Well, that's a fortunate piece of happenstance that ties in with the aforementioned commentary. Nomads start us off. Joey Bugout's going to show us what he's got. Quite a bit, it turns out. A 10-yard run. Olivia Chukka Khan completes that one to Bugout as well. Aluminium throws downtown. There's nobody there. 3rd and 4. Bugout again. And he throws it away as well. Over to the Minstrels. Kermit Clinton to Gillian Void Monkey. A 23-yard first down. Dremen Windsock picks up 2 on the ground. Fassbender throws. It's Void Monkey again. Inside the 5, inside the end zone. Touchdown, Minstrels. Okay, Nomads throw one away. Chukka Khan throws. Kim Selector's wide open. I think Kim's being covered by Gillian, who couldn't make that first tackle either. 31 yards there and a follow-up 3-yard run from Merry Aluminium. Chukka Khan throws a 5-yarder, leaving just not a lot of yards left. And it's another first down. Nomads moving well, but Karina Very there coming up with the sack. Is Ezekiel Zamboni getting a catch, gets 21 yards. Chukka Khan throws. Selector with the catch for 6. Aluminium now on 2nd and 4. Nomads in sight of the end zone. Joey Bugout on 3rd down. Tries to run it but can't get there. And the Minstrels get it back but are sacked immediately. And there's the safety. Dremen Windsock tackled in his own end zone. A lack of protection for the little rat dude has hurt them. However, Buster Vortex has just got himself injured by Windsock by trying to tackle him as a runner. I say that's hardcore. Yeah, that's properly hardcore. Nomads have got the ball back, but even so, down a player in the process. Selector to the back of the end zone. Flinty Wimple with the touchdown. And there's a nice big throw downtown to Void Monkey, who gets 23. Windsock runs for 13. Fassbender throws. Void Monkey again. Chukka Khan is covering her and cannot keep pace. That's a Gillian Void Monkey 42-yard touchdown. There goes Zamboni. Fingers Vectrix, who is playing, apparently covering Zamboni and doing a poor job of it. Wimple gains 15 yards on the first down. Selector can't get anywhere at all. Joey Bugout. He worked for it but could only gain 3. Chukka Khan throws. Vectrix, no cover provided. And Zamboni's got a 23-yarder and the Nomads can see the end zone. I mean, arguably, you can see the end zone from more or less anywhere in the stadium. But you see it as like, oh, we're so very nearly there. There goes Void Monkey, look. All right, it's 3-2. Nomads scored. Windsock runs for 2. Fassbender throws. It's Gillian Void Monkey. Touchdown. No, not quite. Meanwhile, a Bucky Dungeons for the Nomads has been injured by Tiggy Teapot. Craig Toole subbed in. And the Minstrels are on the verge of being denied a touchdown, but they get one. Fassbender has to do it on 3rd and 1. Okay, and Bucky Dungeons is quite instrumental to the Nomads line as well, so that's an interesting one. Turn of events maybe. Kim Selector with a catch. And that was an interesting one. Clearly a lot of blitzing going on from the Minstrels because Selector was very much open in the middle of the field. Selector, of course, playing as a runner, and therefore that was come out of the backfield, make the catch. Joey Bugout touchdown, 4-3 Nomads as we hit half-time. Incoherent commentary, you got it, baby. Kermit Clinton runs for 3. Is Windsock as the Minstrels are back in possession again. A 10-yard first down there. Fassbender throws to the flat. And it's a 3-yard gain. Kermit throws, deflected by Zamboni, 3rd and 6. Windsock gets them there, keeps going. Still going, a 15-yard gain. Fassbender sees Fingers Vectrix getting involved. And he's over the horizon into the end zone for 46 yards. 4-all now. One of these teams is going to blink, and by blink I mean learn how to defend. Kim throws, not a lot there. Joey Bugout. And it's picked off by Windsock. I mean, he's done everything in this game. He's hurt some bloke. He's run for good yards. He's fumbled the ball. It's all happening. It's the Dremen Windsock show. He gained 6 yards on the thing there, but that wasn't enough on 3rd down. And the Nomads have got it back again, still in their own half at the moment. Chukka Khan throws. Zamboni easily foxing Vectrix there to go 32 yards. Selector throws, and that's a 5-yard gain. Bug out, a short 1-yarder, 3rd and 3. And the Minstrels get a piece of defending. And they throw it to Gillian Void Monkey. And she's picked up another 29 yards. She's just getting a very nice catching average. Windsock with a 10-yard first down run. Here's Fassbender. Wide open, Dremon Windsock. You can't move for him. 24 yards. There's Void Monkey. She'll score. 5-4 Minstrels, 28 plays left. This is a hot day, incidentally. It's a hot old day where typically players are a little bit more tired. They don't look it. No. Both teams looking like they mean business. Tiggy Teapot sacking the quarterback there. 2nd and 14, nothing doing. Chaka Khan must make this one work, and Selector can only gain 6 yards. The Minstrels can put this to bed if they can score on this drive. 2nd and 9. Windsock gains just 2. 3rd and 6. Fassbender finds Vectrix wide open. Selector's closing in. But 54 yards is how far Vectrix has gone downfield before then catching for another touchdown. 6-4 now Minstrels. Zamboni with a 33-yard gain. Chaka Khan gets it to Zamboni. And that's another 30 yards. The Nomads moving like they mean business, which they should have meant for more of the game than this. That's the touchdown, and it's Zamboni who's got it. 15 plays left. Minstrels up by 1. Windsock gets them a first down. Here's Fassbender. Very nearly sacked, but he managed to throw it to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Clinton to Gillian Void Monkey. She's putting up some monster yards. She's getting a bit tired on this run, but she's going to go the distance. A 70-yard touchdown, and that's 4 touchdowns in this game for Gillian Void Monkey. Chaka Khan with the throw. Flinty Wimple with the catch. Selector throws, and Fassbender's picked it off, and that will kill the game for the Nomads as Void Monkey decides to ratchet up a few more yards. Another 36. This is going to be a good number. What are you thinking? About 360, something like that at the moment? Give or take, more or less. 4 plays left, Nomads with the ball, but they trail by 2, and they've got 3 plays left. And we haven't seen them do a 70, 80-yard burner for the entire game. So they are not coming back, especially since they crashed out on 3rd down. And that'll take it to the end of the game. Final score, Minstrels 7, Nomads 5. Player of the game, Yorick Fassbender for the Wretched Minstrels, with 242 passing, 4 touchdowns, 1 deflection, 1 interception. Void Monkey did 350 in terms of receiving yards. Over on the Nomads, Joey Bugout, 50 fan points, 212 passing, 2 touchdowns, 2 sacks. Pancakes, Minstrels, 42 for Norman Speedboat, whereas over on the Nomads, it looks like 24. It looks like 24 from Crotch Dangle Flag. That was a good game for the Minstrels there, and that's kept their season very much not over yet. And that's a good thing. We're not quite at the declare your season dead unless you haven't won anything, of course. Right, back up to the top end, and the Beekeepers are now in the house, so let's get them on the show. They're taking on the Medics. The Medics still looking for their first win this season. The Beekeepers looking to try and regain some of the form that saw them head towards the playoffs and then steer away from the playoffs at the last minute last year. Right, it's going to be Madame Pompadour for the Medics who gets us started with a nice throw against the grain for 18 yards. Tone Penta is sacked by Kathy Glowpad. Really? Kathy flipping Bring the Pain Glowpad's first sack of the season. Got Rookie of the Year last year off the back of being able to just batter everybody all the time. Tone Penta, a nice piece of running there for the Medics. Here's Spock Bumson. He throws it at the floor. Madame Pompadour. And a wide open Egon Sanction takes it to the house for a touchdown, 27 yards. Here comes Hank Massive. And that's all-time evasion leader Hank Massive there, going 25 yards, evading tackles. Nice catch from Ezra Custard for 36. Ethan Hogwash moves very slowly, but is proving to be hard to bring down. He's still on his feet, and he's down at just past the 1 yard line. Hank punches it in. It's 1-1. Bumson makes a catch on first down for 4 yards. Penta goes nowhere. Tackle for a loss by Glowpad, but Sabutio Bongos keeps the medics moving with a 9-yard gain on third down. Custard with a deflection. Penta gets just 1 yard. Bumson on third does nothing at all. Joe Champoon getting it done. Hank runs for 7. Here's Freemason with a throw. It's Rolf Henchucker who's got a catch, and a brilliant piece of blocking there from Ezra Custard. Freed him up for an extra 10 yards or more. 2nd and 10. Hank does the work, gets the touchdown. 2-1 Beekeepers. Sanction with a good catch. Breaks a tackle but has to step out of bounds as part of his evasive move. He'll be gutted about that, so he has another go. Gets only 18 yards off that one. Bongos, a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 Madame Pompadour. And it's intercepted. Who's got it? Rolf flipping Henchucker. That's who's got it. That's his 3rd of the season. But it's exactly that kind of play that the Beekeepers will have wanted, as Henchucker gets another catch and gains 23 yards. Hogwash, straight up the middle, knows no flipping fear. He's an undead halfling and he knows what's what. Hank runs away from traffic and gains 14 yards. Here's Freemason with the throw. It's caught in a whole lot of bodies there and only gains 7 yards. Hogwash goes nowhere good. Hank takes it the rest of the way, punches it in for a touchdown. 3-1 Beekeepers. Egon, a 20-yard catch. Egon Sanction looking pretty tasty so far. Tone Penta, not bad. Spock Bumson, bad. Madame Pompadour with a throw over the heads of absolutely everybody on third down, and we're back to the Beekeepers again. Hank evading yet more tackles, gains another 14 yards. Oti, big throw there for 18. Ethan, not this time you don't, clown. Hank's moving again. He has to go back a long way, but he manages to go forwards quite a long way afterwards and gains 10 yards. OT chucks it. Hogwash with the catch. 2nd and 2. Hogwash with the ball. Makes it a 3rd and 1. Hank. He decides to throw it and it doesn't really work. Should have just run it, Hank. That's what you're known for, mate. Instead of chucking the ball, just run it. You know, swerve in and out of danger. Hang on, Ezra Custard's made an interception and the Beekeepers have it back again. And it seems like the medics just cannot get a break. Every time something almost goes right, it goes wrong. Ezra Custard with a touchdown and the medics take possession again. Egon, he's putting up some solid numbers. He is putting up some solid numbers. What do you think he's up to? 120, 130, something like that? Yeah. Okay, half-time rolls around and the Beekeepers are up 4-1 at the current time. Penta. Nice piece of running from Tone Penta. Got a good edge block there. 29 yards gained. Bumson throws. Sanctioned touchdown. 4-2. There's life in this one yet. Hank throws it again. It's deflected by Pompadour. Freemason with the throw. And it's Henchucker with a good catch and a first down for 20 yards. Hogwash, 2 yards gained on the ground. Hank, he's evading them again. Got to learn to tackle, lads. 13 yards gained by Hank Massive. OT throws downfield. Ezra's there. It's 15 yards. Hogwash goes nowhere. Massive over the middle. Deflected by Bongos. Freemason throws and Zune Lampoon has got that one covered. Back to the medics once again, and they need to close the gap. Penta throws. Bumson with a catch. And it's a first down. Bumson now throwing the ball. It's intercepted again. Kathy Glowpad, first career interception. If a lineman's making interceptions against you, it's going wrong. Hank makes a catch on a 2nd and 2 and is off to the races and is off to the end zone. 28 yards to make it 5-2, 34 plays remaining in the game. Beekeepers currently have this one by the scrubs, as it were. Bumson throws another short one, deflected by Henchucker. Pompadour finds a wide open Egon Sanction on the sideline. Breaks the first tackle, gains 24 yards. Penta deflected by Hogwash. And there's Pompadour. A good catch, 21 yards. Bumson moving well on this drive. Sanction again. And that's a touchdown. It's now 5-3. Hank has to walk all the way home in order to return back to gain 1 yard. Freemason throws. Hogwash with a good catch and go. And he's still going. And he's still going. And he gets 38 yards after a 4-yard catch. And then 34 yards after the catch. Nice. Freemason on 2nd and 6 gets it to Hogwash again. Good blocking from the team has let Ethan go all the way down to the no-yard line. Hogwash to the end zone and OT Freemason touchdown. Yeah, Freemason with the deflection. Penta moving. Rolf Henchuk has been injured by Tone Penta. Julian Nor-Nor-West has subbed in for the Beekeepers. And there goes Sanction again. 17 plays left. On a 3rd and 6, that was a useful conversion. Bumson now with the ball. Gets 2 on the ground. Pompadour to Tone Penta. He's fumbled it. Ethan Hogwash has picked it off. And, picked it up. But he's picked it over. He's picked it. Yeah, I'll have that. Thanks. Nice one. Freemason, good throw. And that one's caught by Nor-Nor-West. Came off the bench. Somehow remembered how to catch. The game's done. Yeah, the Beekeepers have got this one. That's another first down. A scrappy game. Both teams having to grind it out somewhat. But Bumston's still very much a work in progress as Massive makes it 7-3. And we'll just advance through to the closing medal ceremony. If that's the thing that existed. Which it possibly does. Kathy Glopad getting her 2nd sack of the game and season. Sanction touchdown. Oh, okay. Well done. Well, it's very much the Egon Sanction coming out party, this one. We'll be seeing a lot more of him. Ezra Custer's disappearing. Look, yeah. Doesn't get all the way, but that's still 58 yards in any currency. And Julian Nor-Nor-West gets a touchdown to round it out. Final score, Beekeepers 8, Bumson 4. Kathy Glopad is player of the game for the Beekeepers. 76 pancakes. Hey, medics, get yourself some stronger players. 76 pancakes. 1 tackle for loss, 2 sacks and an interception. 76. That's a lot. Joe Champoon did 60 as well. Holy mackerel. And then Manfred Textures did 53. You were getting splattered. Egon Sanction, 59 fan points for the Medics. 326 receiving, 4 touchdowns, no defence. There's a sign. The Medics managed to get 53 pancakes with Chaz Contraband. That's not bad. Dwayne Plums with 21. That's not awful. Everyone was just falling over all game in that one, but a good win there for the Beekeepers. Medics still looking to try and find the magic formula that allows them to not lose. Lingo Blend are taking on the Pathfinders. This is going to be an interesting one. Lingo Blend starting Crash Zodiac. And he's got Hurry Up Sharpo, who I like. I sold Hurry Up Sharpo because my coach hates her. And then Hack Murphy, who is always reliable. Meanwhile, the Pathfinders lost what is commonly believed to be the reason they were winning last week. And it's a blessed game. So this one could get right out of hand. I'm looking forward to it. Surgeon General's going to get us started for the Pathfinders, but without Sponson Maple, it's anybody's guess. A good throw out to Yellow Fang on the first play of the game for 29 yards. Martin Slug has the pass deflected. Lionel Goat throws, and Preston Dusk has been injured by Pope Lorenz. Larissa Tornado has subbed in. She's a flipping nightmare. Well, she's got the ball and she's thrown an interception. So not a positive nightmare then. Martin Slug evading traffic has a touchdown for the Pathfinders, but not in a way that you would describe as Route 1. Tornado catches 10 yards. Now passing the ball, gets it to Hack Murphy. Yellow Fang tries to make the tackle, can't do it, and Surgeon General has to bring him down eventually. 2nd and 10 Lingo Blend. Milk Flimsy throws it, and Sharpo's got a catch for 12. And there's another interception. Surgeon General's made the interception. That's a tree man interceptor, you know. He's got 10 interceptions over the course of his career. Tree man. He's got no right being that far downfield. Don't even know what's happening. It's madness. Another fumble, but something happened. Yeah, it's all go. 3rd and 5. Lionel Goat for the Pathfinders is deflected by Hack Murphy. Lingo Blend back in possession. Milk Flimsy goes for no yards. Here's Tornado up the middle. Oh, fumbled it. And Stephen Truckstop picked it up and advanced it 7 yards. Sharpo's got another catch and is evading most of the traffic. Gains 32 off the pass from Crash Zodiac. Surgeon General with another deflection. There goes Hack. Touchdown. 1-all. Right. Milk Flimsy with a deflection is Martin Slug. He's got a bit of space to move, and he's moving. He gained 17 yards on that one. Lionel Goat with a throw, but it's way off target. His Surgeon General throws a short one to Pope Lorenz, who has the first down, 14 yards. Slug throws another short one for just 1 yard. Goat throws another short one, and it's deflected. 3rd and 8. And that's 2 yards. Really, you think you're going to get there with lots of little 1 yard passes? There goes Hurry Up Sharpo. Rapidly disappearing off into the distance, will be tackled by a halfling. 71 yards gained. Tornado sacked by Lorenz is Zodiac. And that one's deflected by the Surgeon. Surgeon General currently trying to be Player of the Week, but is going to need to do a bit more offensive production. 3rd and 5, Lionel Goat. And that's a catch from the Surgeon for 5 yards to make it first down. First down's thrown away. Slug throws, deflected by Tornado. Yeah, you don't want her playing cover. You're never going to complete a pass, ever. She's a nightmare. The Surgeon on a first down is sacked. Martin Slug, evading most of the danger, manages to pick up a 1st and more, 22 yards. Goat throws it. Slug with the catch. And of course, Slug's already got a blessing in this game. And he picks up 36 yards on the catch. The Surgeon to Pope Lorenz. It's a touchdown. Pathfinders up 2-1. There goes Hack Murphy. 42-yard gain. Larissa Tornado runs for nothing. His Zodiac throws. It's caught by Tornado. That's a first down. And 18 yards gained. Milk Flimsy, managing to outpace a lot of those defenders, gains 12. Tornado up the middle, just 1 yard. Zodiac 2nd and goal. Intercepted in the end zone by Lionel Goat. He should have gone down in the end zone because now they're starting inside their own 1 yard line, which means they stand in their end zone. There's the safety. Yeah, that's why you don't want to do that. No. Makes it 2-all. Yellow Fang with a catch for the Pathfinders. Gets them moving to the halfway line. Goat on 2nd and 5 fumbles the ball. Well, both teams are playing brilliantly. Yeah, this is professionalism on both sides of the ball. Slug with the deflection, and the Pathfinders have got the ball back again. We're just past halfway. It's 2-all. Fang with another catch. It's 42 yards. Slug evading all kinds of danger in the middle of the field, and that was probably the last tackle. And Slug's in again. 2 blessings for Slug. He's gonna be a handful. Tornado runs for 3. Zodiac has the pass deflected by Slug. And we're back with Red Star again. Slug now with the ball. He evades 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 26 yards gained. Evading a whole bunch of tackles along the way. The Surgeon throws to the flat. Pope Lorenz drops it. Slug, he's got a long way to go. And he's now got 3 blessings. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh dear is right. Tornado with the throw. Murphy with the catch. 4-2 is the score. Pathfinders ahead. Still 30 plays to go though. And Hurry Up Sharpo has made it all the way to the end zone to make it 4-3. Surgeon throws one away. His dreams of being Player of the Week have evaporated. Martin runs it for 11. Lionel with the the pass to Pope Lorenz. Surgeon General on first down. Throws. It's Goat with the catch and the first down. It's Slug. Yep. Yeah, you're not tackling him first time. No. Or third time. 23 yards gained. And that one's deflected by Tornado. You reckon Red Star don't need Maple? I disagree. This is Lingo Blend they're playing. I mean, this is, Lingo Blend are 0 wins this season. None. Not one. They've had a tie, and that's it. No, I mean, Lingo Blend are a team that are looking to rebuild, and they've got a few of the pieces there, as Hurry Up Sharpo makes it 4-all. But up to this point, don't forget, Red Star Pathfinders beat Bulldozer Power earlier this season, while they had Sponson Maple, right? And that was a legit. I wasn't trying anything dangerous or chancy. I was just outplayed. Martin Slug gets them down to almost the goal line, and that's a touchdown. Fang is in there. 5-4, 12 plays left. Pathfinders on top. Zodiac with the throw. Picks out Sharpo again, and Sharpo has also had multiple blessings now. That's 46 yards gained. Milk Flimsy throws for 3. It's Tornado, and it's intercepted by Yellow Fang, and the Pathfinders can call this one done if they can just get through this drive. Slug with another good run has 16 yards. That one's deflected by Sharpo. It's second down. The Surgeon throws for just 2. Slug's got to do it all again, and he does it all again. Another 12 yards. Goat is deflected by Tornado. The Surgeon is tackled by Tic-Tac-Toe. Slug's got to do it all again. And not this time you don't, but it was the last play of the game. Final score, Pathfinders 5, All-Stars 4. Real close, Pathfinders hanging on, and right now they're hanging on to the opportunity to go into the postseason. It's too soon to be talking about these things, but I'm talking about it anyway because I think it's interesting. They're going to need a few more blessed fields in order to make that work. Player of the game is Poke Lorenz for the Pathfinders with 77 fan points. 12 pancakes, I guess you would count. 1 touchdown, 11 tackles, I suppose you would count. 1 tackle for loss, 3 sacks, and an injury inflicted. Just a bit of an all-round, not a lot in there, really. Stephen Truckstop for the All-Stars, 43 fan points with 1 touchdown and 14 tackles. Fair enough. Pancaking? None. Rubbish. 8. 8 for Stephen Truckstop on the All-Stars. That's not good. No. How did the best Pathfinder do? 30 for Veronica Hammock. 40 for Tiffany Hooverbag. Okay. Yeah. And then if you imagine Sponson Maple on the field, he'd have got 70 or 80. And the Pathfinders would have won that 10-3 or something insane. Right, okay, back up the other end again. Okie dokie, the budget roadies are taken. That's a good game as well. Do you want to hold on to it? Yeah, let's go the other way. Erg Melonflex are taking on the Steggonauts. This has got some zest about it. Maybe, you never know. Could be. Let's see if it's got some excitement. Yeah. Steggonauts will be starting with the ball. Okay. Yeah. Pretend Honey Bear with a run to get us going, 4 yards. Daisy Flounce Frenzy throws it. Georgie Cones with a catch. Is Ulysses Failure. He doesn't go anywhere. Pretend Honey Bear on 2nd and 10, and it's Zesty Lumber with a deflection. And Mamaloo Flex with another deflection, and Erg Melonflex are on the ball. Trevor Snowman getting a catch from William Youngblood. Deflected on 2nd down. Lumber with a pass gets a 1st down. I don't know why you would chicken out from playing one of the best players in the league. But there it is. Mamaloo Flex with a nice throw. Lumber is sacked by Georgie Cones. Youngblood is sacked by Hakan Mitro Glue. 3rd and 16, nothing doing. And the Steggonauts have got the ball back. Yeah. Flex with a deflection. And Youngblood with a deflection. And then Failure is injured. No. Trevor Snowboard tried to tackle Ulysses Failure and has been injured. And Flapjack Nope has subbed in, because he's always going to be sub number 1. But Erg Melonflex getting the ball there, managing to get a 29-yard touchdown. All right, Helmut Cenobite with a catch. Youngblood with a deflection. Failure round the outside of the line. He's got a lot of space to run into. And he's brought down after 27 yards. Georgie Cones, touchdown, Steggonauts, 1-1. Youngblood throws one away. Flex throws. It's Youngblood with a catch for 8. Lumber is sacked by Failure. Back to the Steggonauts again. Honey Bear throws. Cones with a catch. And that's a 1st down for 24 yards. Flounce Frenzy brought down by Charles Monkey Cage. Failure now running again, gains just 1. Honey Bear throws. It's caught by Cenobite. Touchdown, Steggonauts. Youngblood with the throw to the flat. Flapjack makes a catch and it's worth 8 yards. Here's Flex. And that's a 1st down gain. Lumber is sacked by Mitro Glue. Here's Youngblood, gains 1. Flex gains 2. And the Steggonauts have the ball back, but Monkey Cage has another sack. Flounce Frenzy, decent piece of running, runs it for a whole 1st down. Here comes Failure, he's stuffed at the line. Well, he's had 1 good run so far, and in that one he hurt someone. In the rest of the time, he's just hurting the feelings of the fans who want to see a good player play well. Yeah. Flex runs nowhere. Is Lumber. I mean, you could call that a scramble, but it was worth 1 yard and took 3/4 of an hour. Back to the Steggonauts again. And that's a fumble. Flapjack's picked it up. And he's dodged all the way down to the half-yard line and then gets the touchdown to make it 2-2. Flex with the deflection. There goes Helmet Cenobite for the first down. Steggonauts in possession. Failure stuffed behind the line for a loss. Honeybear throws. Cenobite catch, go, first down. Frenzy of the flounce variety. Passes a short one there for 6 yards. Half-time rolls around. It's 2-2. Okay. Ulysses Failure goes nowhere. 3rd and 3. Honeybear sacked by Monkey Cage, who now has 3 in the game. Flapjack, good catch. Breaking tackles because he's tough to bring down. He's still on his feet. And that's a 63-yard catch from Flapjack. Nope. Failure comes up with a sack. There's a deflection from Honeybear. 3rd and 12. Youngblood can't find anybody useful. And the Steggonauts have the ball back. Honeybear throws to a wide-open Helmet Cenobite. I'm not sure if that was Engelbert Loudmouth there supposedly covering, but he wasn't doing a very good job of it. Failure finally gets some forward motion and gains 15 yards. Okay. Honeybear throws for 9. And Cenobite in for the touchdown. Cenobite, 12-yard gain. Yeah. Lumber taken down for 8. And there goes Nope. And that's a 17-yard catch. Nope again. Doing a good job playing receiver. It's not his chosen profession. But there he is. He's in anyway. And Ulysses Failure has been injured by Mamalou Flex. Rudy Arm's Length has now subbed in for the Steggonauts. Well, Failure was not having the best game ever, but you have to say, if you can put the fear into the other team where they leave one of the best players in the league on the bench, you've done something right. And Hakan Mitroglou has been injured by Zesty Lumber, and that's brought in both Nobby Harefoot and Painful Grinding for the Steggonauts as Erg Melonflex get real close, in fact into the end zone, to make it 4-3, taking the lead for the first time in this game. Monkey Cage with a tackle for loss there. He's having a solid performance so far. Youngblood throws. Loudmouth with the catch. And it's a 20-yard gain. Flex throws over everybody's heads. Lumber deflected by Flounce Frenzy. 3rd and 10. Youngblood. And it's intercepted by Painful Grinding, who gains enough. But it doesn't really matter. It's a turnover. Flounce Frenzy on 2nd and 10. Steggonauts need to find some offensive magic. A nice run from Nobby Harefoot gains him a first down. Honeybear throws. Cenobite with the catch to the opposing 26. Flounce Frenzy is sacked by Monkey Cage, his 4th of the game. Harefoot goes nowhere. Honeybear throws, and it's Cenobite for a touchdown. 12 plays left, it's 4-all. A catch from the pass off Youngblood. A deflection by Flounce Frenzy, 2nd and 10, sacked by Pugil Arachnophone. Youngblood tries to scramble it there and fails. And now Steggonauts have a chance to win it. 7 plays left in the opposing half of the field, but they're wasting this opportunity. Totally wasting this opportunity. Pretend Honeybear on 3rd and 9 wastes the opportunity. 4 plays exist for the Erg Melonflex Chroniclers to win it, and they don't want it either. Saying nothing but disappointment here, kids. Good run from Flapjack. They need another play just like that one, though, and they do not get it. Final score, Erg Melonflex 4, Steggonauts 4. Player of the game, Charles Monkey Cage with 104 fan points, 66 pancakes, 15 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and 4 sacks. Good effort. For the Steggonauts, Helmet Cenobite, only 59 fan points there, 208 receiving, 3 touchdowns, 3 deflections. Pancakes, you're not going to beat Monkey Cage. Nope. And for the Steggonauts, best performance, Santino Bananas with 26. Okay. All right, good game. We've had a lot of good games so far. The games have been good and they have been close. The sweaty Marsupials are playing Sports Ball Union. Marsupials haven't lost a game yet this season. They haven't won them all, but they haven't lost yet. And they do have a very tasty-looking lineup. Let's see if that tasty-looking lineup can deliver the kind of flavour that we're looking for. It will be Sportsball who get us started. German Smeets with a throw that's deflected by Cooch Bedongler. Is Bird Dog with a catch for a first down. Chirp Scott on 1st and 10 gains just 2 yards. Smeets on 2nd and 7, and it's Scott with a catch and a first down. It's Farmer Volt style with a throw, and that's deflected by Bobbity Streaks. Chirp gets 2. It's Smeets on 3rd and 8, and it's a wide open Bird Dog who gains 17 for a first down. This is too slow, kids. Yeah. Rachy Scabras has been injured by Bird Dog. So the Marsupials are subbing in Fats downtown, but they now have the ball. And there's Carl Svazdan. Love a bit of Carl Svazdan. 16-yard gain for the first down. It's now 2nd and 10. Cooch Bedongler gains 4. Svazdan on 3rd and 6 tries to throw it, and it works. All right. Hog Mexico runs for 13 yards. Bedongler takes all day to think about it and had a wide open player he didn't throw to. Meanwhile, he fumbles the ball, Ingrid Matrix has picked it up, and Sportsball have got it back again. Just a colossal series of poorly chosen manoeuvres. There. Scott can't get anywhere, and we're back to the Marsupials again. Svazdan runs for 8. It goes Mexico. Gains 10 yards. Still in their own half at the moment, the Marsupials. Svazdan tackled behind the line for a loss by Bird Dog. Mexico, though, good forward momentum. Manages to scramble out there for a first down. Smeets with the deflection. Svazdan's running again. And he's still on his feet. Look, Jeffy, yeah, I know, but pick a position, mate. Mexico, he's moving. That's a 6-yard gain. Bedongler on 2nd and 4. And it's downtown with a catch, breaks a tackle, but doesn't get much further. Svazdan to Fast downtown for a touchdown after 29 plays. Marsupials in the lead. Volstar throws one away. Scott on 2nd and 10 gets 5 yards. 4 yards. Not enough yards. But Bird Dog has got a first down. He breaks a tackle. He's got a lot more than a first down. 43 yards gained off the pass from Smeets. And into the end zone. Daxter Hijack to make it 1-1. You know what? Sportsball are pretty stuffed with talent. Yeah, but, you know, the Marsupials are as well. German Smeets has been injured by Carl Svazdan. Low-grade Mo has subbed in for Sportsball. Hog Mexico there picking up a 19-yard gain on the ground. It goes Svazdan again, and that's a first down. Mexico straight up the middle. A 14-yard gain. Bedongler looking for a target. Finds no target. Runs for 7. They are 4 away from the end zone, and that one went nowhere. And that one's intercepted by Tudor Quicks, who picks it off and does a sterling piece of defence there for Sportsball. Daxter makes a good catch, fights Fats downtown for the ball and comes away on top, 33 yards gained. 2nd and 11, low-grade Mo in possession. Low-grade Mo on the floor. Farmer Volt style, waits, throws, Hijack with the catch, and that's another first down. Sportsball rolling again. Mo with the catch this time, and that's another 17 yards. Mo now looks for a target. Bird Dog touchdown. 2-1. Sportsball ahead. Half-time has rolled around. The Marsupials trail by 1, but they do have the ball. And Hog Mexico gets the first carry of the second half with 2 yards gained. They then throw it out there, and Bobbity Streaks makes a catch and gains 28. Svazdan up the middle, picks up 4 yards. Mexico, 2nd and 6. Has a lane, but doesn't make the most of it. Can only get 3, but Bedongler gets the first down. Svazdan muscles through a few players, picks up 8. Mexico throws a short one to secure the first down. Bedongler is sacked by Daxter Hijack. Here's Svazdan throws. Bobbity Streaks is open and in the end zone to make it 2-2. Really, am I not going to be able to skip any games this week? Well, it's a divisional week, and so everybody's flipping, bringing tooth and nails. Teeth, arguably, and nails. There's a fumble. Who fumbled it? Don't know, but Ruthie Spasms caused the fumble, and the Marsupials have got the ball. But Ingrid Matrix has been injured by Ruthie Spasms, requiring that Sportsball bring Crystal Lemonade into the lineup. Svazdan, good run. End zone, touchdown. Marsupials 3-2. There goes Bird Dog. Breaks 3 tackles all at the same time, but is brought down immediately after gains 25. Bird Dog again getting another 22. Chirp Scott. It's a 1-yarder. Low grade Mo. Tackle for a loss by Blaze Peterbilt. Vault Style needs this one. Gets it. And it's Bird Dog with the catch and a touchdown. 3-all. Okay. Alright. Next. Lovely bit of running there from Svazdan. 19 yards. Mexico goes for 2. Badongla gets only 1. 3rd and 7. Svazdan. Good throw. First down. Mexico, no. Badongla throws, caught by Svazdan. He's really proving his value in this game, and he's going to go the distance to make it 4-3. 23 plays left in the game, and it's an interception. Honorary Soccermon picks that one off from the line. Mexico gets a catch for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Mexico runs the ball. First down, inside the 5. To about the 3-yard line. Badongla towards the end zone, deflected by Mo. Svazdan punches it in to make it 5-3. And that might be enough for the Marsupials, who look pretty good. They do look pretty good. I mean, Sportsball look pretty good. Sportsball look pretty good. Losing a runner, though, never helps. No. Anyway, 3rd and 10. Farmer Vault Style, and it's just not worked. Back to the Marsupials again. 12 plays to go. A first down should be enough to secure the win if they haven't already. Mexico gets a 35-yard gain. Badongla picks up 3. Svazdan runs it a bit further. I'm going to feed the cat. Come on. Yeah. Touchdown. Final score, Marsupial 6, Sportsball 4. It was a good close game, well fought, and I think it was the difference in runner that really broke that one open. Ruthie Spasms, player of the game for the Marsupial, 62 pancakes, 81 fan points. 11 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack and 1 injury inflicted. For Sportsball, it was Bird Dog with 68 fan points, 279 receiving, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, you see, I should never run to go and feed the cat. What I wanted to catch the end of the game. 15 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 1 injury. Good. Pancakes. Spasms, 62. Yep. And on Sportsball, 23 for Chonk Olympics. Read into that whatever you fancy reading into it. Let's go up the top end again. Cheerio Incorporated are taking on the Blood Pit Bouncers. And let's see if this one could bring some violence. We haven't had any violence yet. No. An injury doesn't flip in count. We want proper dead player violence. Will this be Tiger Styles' Waterloo? Well, he's got the ball first. And showing absolutely no fear, runs for 31 yards. Beautiful. Rocky Melons is playing the ground game today. Isn't Rocky usually a receiver? I thought he was. Gretel Baguette Fancy, same story. They're playing the ground game. Okay, 14 yards gained. Tiger with a good pass to Party Boy for a touchdown. Blood Pit looking lively. Alan Twerp making the first run for Cheerio. Gains 8 is Tommy Keys. Good throw. Eric Wannabe's got the catch, and that's a first down. Busted. And she's hauling it. She gains 15. Twerp is tackled for a loss by Paddy System. Keys takes all day to make a decision and then runs for 5. Busted. Yeah. Not quite a first down. Tiger's on the move. Gains another 19. This is some lovely play from Tiger Styles. Classic for the old Goblin. who's clinging on to life by a thread. Baguette Fancy runs for 18. Tiger looks for a target, picks out Ramiro Pleasure Dome, who's going to just walk in for 31 yards to make it 2-0. Pleasure Dome there with a tackle for loss. It was a completed pass, but Ramiro got on behind the line anyway. First down anyway, Tommy Keys completing that pass. But it's 3rd and 6 again, and Keys has got to do it again, but Ramiro makes the deflection. Styles with a throw downtown, but Party Boy was covered. Rocky's going to try and throw. That one's caught. Pleasure Dome's got to catch, 16 yards. Baguette Fancy, nice move, 7 yards. Styles. And it's Ramiro once again. Ramiro Pleasure Dome has slowed right down, but is still a very good player. Rocky is down at the 1 yard line, but Baguette Fancy plenty of space to make it 3-0. Alan Twerp, some nice moves, gets 14 as Cheerio take over again, trying to get the offense started, and Rosemary Busted has got the right idea, a 28-yard catch and go. Indecent Gary now doing the same thing, and they're picking out some players who are making a difference. Twerp towards the end zone, but there's nobody there. Keys. Touchdown, Indecent Gary. 3-1 is the score. There goes Party Boy. He's moving slowly as well. Those are some slow receivers at Blood Pit. But with the ground game working as well as it is, I'm not entirely sure they need receivers who do anything other than defend passes. Tiger is on the go again, and it's another first down. 3 carries for 60 yards in this game. That's some strong numbers. Rocky Mellons picks up 26 yards, and Baguette Fancy takes it all the way to the end zone to make it 4-1 bouncers. Alan Twerp there with a 14-yard gain. Tommy Keys is stuffed behind the line by Paddy System. The second down attempt goes nowhere, and Hillbilly Showtime comes up with a tackle for loss. Bouncers get the ball back. Paddy System has been injured by Trenton Trinity. Ben Radical has subbed in for the Bouncers now. Here's Baguette Fancy round the line, and it's a first down, but she got smothered by 2 players at the same time there. It goes Mellons, touchdown, with a nice little swervy move to get into the end zone. 5-1, still in the first half. Cheerio not out of it yet, but so far they are being well covered by a very competent looking Bouncers. They didn't look very competent on that play, but trust me, they're competent looking. They're not looking competent on this play either. They are competent though. There you go, there's a deflected pass. I rest my case. Yeah. Rosemary Busted with another run. Cheerio still in possession. Twerp gains not a lot. Styles throws a short one as the Bouncers take back over, and Mellons is running again. Did look like he might have fumbled there, but they've retained possession regardless, and Baguette Fancy gets him a first down, just refusing to be tackled. Party Boy gets 1 yard. Rocky, all the space in the world to run in. So runs into it, and that's 21 yards. Baguette Fancy, another first down. Tiger, there's an injury. It's Eric Wannabe is down. He's been injured by Tiger. Eric Wannabe taken out by Tiger Styles. Raj Firewall has subbed in for Cheerio Incorporated as Rocky Mellons makes it 6-1, and we will activate the Go Real Quick mode. Yeah. The Bouncers, they've looked good for a couple of seasons now, and they continue to look good in this one as well. Yeah. There's Party Boy. He only looks like he's moving quickly. He's not. Look. See the closing speed of that Minotaur, and that's purely as a result of the game being accelerated. I tell you, Party Boy is slow as dirt. 7-1 is the scoreline. 30 plays still to go. Cheerio don't look bad. They just don't quite look good enough, and Blood Pit are a very good team. Keys makes it a 3rd and 3. There's a good catch. Gary's got a catch, and it's 32 yards. Twerp is stuffed behind the line by Radical. Keys gets round the outside, picks up 5. Busted. Gets it to Firewall. And the Bouncers make a stop. And then they're back in possession again, having started in their own end zone. And we've seen 2 safeties this week already. Oh, no, it's an interception. Alan Twerp has picked it off. Is this a sign of life of Cheerio, despite the fact they're not going to win? It could be. Yeah. Alan Twerp, touchdown. 7-2. Cheerio with a Pyrrhic comeback score there that isn't going to change anything. Nice running from Rocky. And he's still on his feet. Great piece of running, 34 yards. And Indecent Gary has made an interception. The Cheerio defence stepping up the game a little bit when it's too late to do anything about the result. There goes Keys. And it's a first down. Keys is then sacked by Radical. Gary's got another catch. 5 plays left in the game. There's another injury. And Ramiro Pleasure Dome has been injured by Raj Firewall. Frank Foley has subbed in for the Bouncers. There's another injury. Yeah. Ben Radical has been injured by Trenton Trinity. Chief Otto Parts and Butte Yakko subbing in for the last play of the game. Final score, Blood Pit 7, Cheerio 3. Rocky Mellons, your player of the game, with 60 fan points, 260 rushing. No. Yeah, 260 rushing yards. Could be enough for rusher of the week. 2 touchdowns, 17 tackles. Indecent Gary for Cheerio Incorporated, 117 receiving yards. 21 pancakes as a receiver. 1 touchdown, 1 tackle for loss, 1 interception. Pancakes for Cheerio. Troy Oktoberfest with 57. In fact, they've got 3 good players going on there. Trenton Trinity 44, Oktoberfest 57 obviously, and Sanguine Pangs with 36. For the Bouncers, Peter Brickwall is 70 pancakes. He doesn't do defence, but he blocks like an absolute monster. 70 pancakes. Paddy System with 23. Hillbilly Showtime with 29. Ben Radical also with 23. Just, don't want to leave him out. He gets a little bit cross. Right, where are we going next? Done that one. Failurewood versus the Sea Raiders. A classic. Yeah, I don't know why. All these teams have played each other the same number of times, and yet this feels like a classic matchup. So let's see just how classic it can be. It's foggy. Of course it is, because the Sea Raiders are at home. Okay. Failurewood 3 wins this season. Sea Raiders 1. We're going to see if the Raiders' ground game can get it done this week. Here you go. Blowfish first carry gets a few yards there. Mikey Heimlich getting a few more, picking up 21. Paul Crapwhistle. This is the Sea Raiders of old, and Crapwhistle is hustling downfield for a 36-yard gain. Blowfish. And Fromage Demijohn has been injured already by Mutant Lip Balm of the Sea Raiders. Phantom of Fanta has subbed in. But they didn't score. No. Bessie Grapeshot with a throw. It's Julio Alacarte, everybody, with a 41-yard catch. I mean, you've got to see him in the fog, but if you can see him, throw it to him, and he will do you right. But that's a nice piece of running there from Alejandro Klutz. To pick up 21 yards as Will Spin Gold will take it all the way to the end zone. Failurewood 1, Sea Raiders 0. Blowfish goes nowhere. Heimlich goes nowhere. No. Crapwhistle. Had it all to do, but gained only 5 of the yards needed. Klutz is running again, and it's a good gain, 19. His grape shot throws Julio Alacarte, a 21-yard gain. Mafanta tries a run and is tackled for a loss by Paul Dagger. Klutz can only gain 1 yard. Grape shot is sacked by Darkness Albright, and the Sea Raiders defence comes good, and they get the ball back. Heimlich on 2nd and 3. He's got the first down. Mutant Lip Balm there, slapping Mafanta to free up a little bit more running space. There goes Paul Crapwhistle up the middle. And halfway up the field, 39 yards there. Blowfish gets nowhere. Heimlich looks like he wants to pass, thinks better of it, and runs for 7. 3rd and 3, Crapwhistle. And that's another first down. Touchdown Sea Raiders 1-all. After 1 quarter of play, the scores are all square. Klutz runs for 22. Grape shot now. Good throw, and it's Alacarte with the catch. And 50 yards. Mafanta Good run round the edge, picks up 5, leaving him not a lot to go, and Klutz punches it in to make it 2-1. Blowfish goes for 1. Heimlich gets just 3. Is Crap Whistle needing 5 and is tackled for a loss by Grape Shot. Back to Failurewood again, and it's Klutz with a good run. 15 gained is Grape Shot. Also trying the running game and gets another 5. Mephantus keeping it low, but is tackled behind the line by Mutant Lip Balm. Klutz can't get anywhere, and the Raiders have got the ball back. And Blowfish is going for a trundle. A 31-yard gain up to just past the halfway line. Crap Whistle. A little short dump off past a Hugo Blowfish, who's got some pace and has got a very solid 37-yard first down. Blowfish now running it himself, doesn't do anything. Mikey Heimlich tries to find friends, but his best friend's still dead. Wow, that's dark. 10-yard gain though, and Heimlich has got a touchdown. It's 2-all. Wheelspin goal, 38 yards. Grape Shot to a la carte, touchdown. Right, okay. Blowfish, he's making moves. He's on the run, and it's a 16-yard gain. Sea Raiders trailing once again, but have proved so far that they only need, a couple of players to have a solid effort, and Paul Crapwhistle's a long way ahead of everyone. Is a la carte, who failed the tackle. Paul Crapwhistle with a 50-yard run. Beautiful. And then Mutant Lip Balm gets the touchdown to make it 3-all. Well, this is quite an exciting game so far. Phantom of Fanta just advancing a fumble for 5 yards. Wheelspin Gold, another catch, breaks a tackle. Crap Whistle makes the eventual stop after 39. Half-time rolls around. It's all square at 3. Klutz. It's a run. It's 5 yards. Everybody's happy. Grape Shot gains 4. 3rd and 1. Mafanta a la carte touchdown. Hugo Blowfish there, sacked by Wheelspin Gold. Mikey Heimlich, he's got some space. He's on the go. He's got the first down. He's still rolling. Heimlich, 29 yards. This is classic Paul Heimlich. Mike, his name's Mike. It's because Paul Crapwhistle's going at the moment. And look at him. Look at him. He's a menace. 7 carries for 179 in this game. That's insane. Heimlich is now hustling. He can't get to the end zone, but he got him real close, and Crap Whistle gets it in. 4-all. Klutz goes for 1. Grape Shot throws. Wheelspin has got the catch, and it's a 21-yard gain. Mafanta throws into the blind fog, and there's nobody there. 3rd and 9. Bessie Grape Shot completes to Julio a la carte. 31 yards gained. Grape Shot has completed 7 of 7 in this game. That's a very good performance. Klutz just avoiding easy tackles there. Is brought down eventually by Paul Dagger, but frankly he could have made that tackle 5 yards sooner. A la carte with a touchdown to make it 5-4. Failurewood in the lead again. Another good run from Blowfish. It's probably the best performance we've seen from Hugo Blowfish, and it's not because he hasn't played well. I just don't think he's had a chance. Mikey Heimlich though, he's on the go as well. That's a 34-yard gain. Well, nothing says I'm going to have the league's #1 rushing offense more than playing like this. Mike Heimlich touchdown, 5-all. All right, okay. Wake me up when you figured out who's going to score. Grape Shot, as in win. That's what I meant. That sounded overly dismissive. You're both teams playing very nicely, and the Sea Raiders coming up with a stop there, but Klutz immediately gets a sack, but Heimlich has got space to recover from that. Raiders with the first down. Crap Whistle with a short pass. I don't know why you'd bother. Blowfish gains 5. 3rd and 4. Mike Heimlich first down. Julio can't tackle, and Heimlich's going to score again. Whew. Flex are better at rushing than the Sea Raiders. Well, they're not if you don't play them. I'm just saying. No, you commit to your game plan. You big wuss, being afraid of one player on a very nicely weathered day. No. Real heroes play your starters no matter the weather, no matter who you're facing, and no matter the field. It's 6-all. Heimlich Here comes Crap Whistle. And it's a good run. Also, Ulysses Failure's not even that violent to begin with. Sure, he's injured a couple of players, but he's not like he's taking someone's head off every single week. No, sir. Paul Crap Whistle, lovely moves. Lovely moves. And it's a 44-yard gain. Here comes Blowfish. Tackled for a loss. Heimlich can't do anything with it. Crap Whistle has got 10 to go. He's going to get there and take the lead. They need to hold for 5 unless Failure would figure out that throw it to Julio. They tried to pass there, but it was no good. Mafanta is sacked by Paul Dagger, and the Sea Raiders have a real shot here. Klutz, first down. That's not last play of the game, and Bessie Grapeshot decides to try and run it, and it doesn't pay off. Bongolia Sea Raiders 7, Failurewood 6. Paul Dagger is player of the game for Bongolia with 75 pancakes, 92 fan points, 12 tackles, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss. Impressive play. Wheelspin Gold, 59 fan points, 156 receiving, 1 touchdown, 20 tackles for Wheelspin. That's your tackler of the week right there. 1 tackle for loss, 1 sack. Pancakes over on Failurewood. Not Blabber with 35, whereas at the Sea Raiders, obviously Paul Dagger on 75, but then Stein Henryberg with 73 and Big Rod McGurk with 64. Absolutely monstrous blocking. Monstrous as Bongolia come up with the win. Monstrous blocking. That's insane. Okay, right, well, back up to the top end of the table, and the Toy Masters are taking on the Peninsula Transport in a game of see who wants it less. Let's go. It's a blessed game, so someone might score. Peninsula are going to start with a ball, and it's Hank Fungible. What's he got for us? Nothing. Gabe Transistor managing to make 4 yards there. Here's Durham Injection on 3rd and 5. It's a good throw, and it's an 11-yard gain. Fungible throws, and Glenda flying. Someone flying. Durham Injection's been injured by Glenda Bastard. Janet Mission has subbed in. Is Fungible on a 2nd and 3, and it's Mission with a catch for a first down. Gabe Transistor shoved backwards endlessly, and it's a tackle for loss by Klep Bossman. Benzodrine catches the pass from Mission. 3rd and 2. Cordelia Benzodrine touchdown. Okay, Toy Master's having a go, and it's Klep Bossman who gets the first catch. He breaks a tackle easily and gains 38 yards. Here's Kenny Respect. Throws. It's Bossman again. Breaks a tackle easily, and it's 29 yards. It's Glenda Bastard now, and she's just kicking halflings out of the way. Touchdown, Sahara Dawn. Okie dokie. Back to Peninsula again. Gabe runs it for 2. Mission round the outside of the line. Good moves. First down, 10 yards. Fungible. No. Okay. Gabe on 2nd and 10. And it's intercepted by Bossman, who breaks a tackle and keeps rolling. He's down at about the 4-yard line. Benny Sausages sacked by Rhett Violin. Kenny Respect to Bossman. Touchdown. It is a blessed field, and getting Klep Bossman juiced up is not a winning move. Gabe runs for 4. His Mission. Good running. First down, 11 yards. Fungible on 1st and 10, and that one's caught for 6. Transistor, nothing doing. 3rd and 2, Janet has the first down. Janet Mission's playing her socks off right now. Fungible throws. Mission with the catch again. Breaks a tackle, 22 yards. Transistor up the middle, stuffed after 3. Mission gets a 5-yard gain. 3rd and 1, Hank. First down only just, but it counts. Benzodrine with a 6-yard catch. Mission throws to the flat. Benzodrine touchdown. That's double blessing. Yep. Toy Masters back in possession. Nothing on first down, nothing on second down. And on third down, there goes Glenda. Breaks a tackle. Yeah. Fungible can't tackle. Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. A 49-yard run from a dwarf. And then a touchdown as well. That's impressive. Second and 10 Peninsula, and it's intercepted by Kenny Respect. And he's brought down at the 4. Benny Sausages first with the ball, and he's in for the touchdown. Toy Masters 4, Peninsula 2. Fungible running on first down, picks up 11 yards. Nice play. Gabe Transistor's been injured by Kit Kats. Ego Sarian has subbed in for Peninsula. Mission on second and 6. And it's a first down gain, another 10 yards. 5 carries for 46, averaging just short of 10. Not bad. Glendo flying has got the 15-yard first down. He's got the next catch as well. Osarian into the end zone, and it's a 3-yard touchdown to make it 4-3. Bossman with a catch. And Fungible manages to trip him up after 29 yards. Respect throws Benzodrine with a deflection. Bastard, nothing doing with a 1-yard gain is Sausages. And he running over the top of players who'd fallen sadly over. Gets a first down, but Benzodrine's made the interception. And it's just to show that those blessings can make all the difference. Sarian with the run. He's got a turn of speed now. That's a 15-yard gain. Fungible gets 4. It's second and 6. Mission throws a long way over the head of Flying. Sarian throws it short. It's not good enough. And we're back to the Toy Masters. Benzodrine with another deflection. Bossman with a catch and a first down. And Glenda trying to provide some rear guard blocking there. It doesn't quite come off. But Glenda's gone straight up the middle again. Broken all the tackles again. And is down at the 3. Sausages to the end zone. Dawn with the touchdown to make it 5-3 Toy Masters. Fungible goes for 8. Mission is stopped this time. Sarian is also stopped behind the line, and the Toy Masters have it again with the opportunity to stretch the lead. Respect throws. Bossman with the catch. Can Mission make the tackle? No. Bossman touchdown. 6-3. Fungible gets this one away, and Flying's got the catch and is going to get a decent number of yards out of it. As Kilkenny Prohound has been injured by Kit Kats. Alice Killback subbing in for Peninsula Transport. Mission throws, and it's a 7-yard gain. Fungible. That's a short catch, but it shortens it. Sarian's been injured by Dave Caustic. And Marsha Slugworth has now subbed in for Peninsula Transport as they were intercepted in the end zone. The Toy Masters making a stop. Hold on, they've thrown it back again. Benzodrine with another interception. Mission with a catch for 5. Respect makes a deflection. 3rd and 5. Slugworth. And it's intercepted by Klep Bossman. Okay, yeah. Sausages throws. Sahara Dawn with the catch. And he could be tough to bring down, but isn't. 36 yards. Respect up the middle. Gains 7. There's only 18 plays left in the game. The Toy Masters have probably got this, but it is entertaining and chaotic as there's another interception. Janet Mission picks that one off. And then can't get anywhere on offense. Slugworth to Fly-In, who has the first down. Kenny Respect trying to cover. Gnomes can't cover. No. Mission up the middle. Does a little bit. 3rd and 7. Slugworth. Benzodrine with a good catch. Past the halfway line for 31 yards. Fungi. Benzodrine. Lots of Toy Masters chasing her like she owes them money. Yeah, 8 plays to go. This is going to be a Toy Masters win. But Peninsula Transport with some flashes of success. Although that drive was not one of them. They are stopped once again. Respect with a comfortable 13-yard first down. Bastard throws. Sahara, another good catch. Deep into Peninsula territory, the 20-yard line. Sausages throws. Sahara Dawn touchdown. And that is game over. 7-3 the score. Toy Masters cruising in this one. Both teams not really having much go of it this season. But the Toy with another interception. I mean, it's just a flipping interception fest. It is an interception fest. Final score, Toy Masters 7, Peninsula 3. Player of the game, Cordelia Benzodrine. For Peninsula Transport, 76 fan points, 168 receiving, 2 touchdowns, 2 deflections, 2 interceptions. Klep Bossman for the Toy Masters, 74 fan points, 195 receiving. 18 pancakes, 2 touchdowns, 1 tackle for loss, 2 interceptions. Pancakes for the Toy Masters. Dave Caustic with 55. And then at Peninsula Transport, Glendo flying with 24, but he's a receiver. Well, there's something going wrong in that line. I would rather say so. All right, down the deep end again. Sunshine Fun Bus are taking on KSA. The Fun Bus started brightly, but have faded in the last couple of weeks while still playing pretty well. Can the Space Agency, who lost a developmental quarterback, show us that they are still KSA? Spoilers, yes. Is Bill Saturno freaking mutant? Yeah. He's unnatural. And that was a late throw, and it was deflected by Flash Bandit. And there's a turnover. Pendragon has recovered it, and they've given it straight back again. Who's got the ball? Give it a minute, I'll let you know. Anyway, Fun Bus have scored. Luther Pendragon there makes it 1-0 Fun Bus. Kelvin Datebook catches a 1-yarder. The Fun Bus have made another stop. Felicia Wintercoat with a catch and go gains 18. Here's Dark Mode Enya passing. It's Pendragon again. First down on the 1-yard line. Wintercoat, touchdown. 2-0. Well, a very fast start from the Sunshine Fun Bus. Leaving the KSA reeling from the feeling temporarily, but that's Koff Zerma. Heck of a player. 46-yard gain. Saturno, the flipping mutant, runs for nothing. McClintock throws Lafferty with a deflection, 3rd and 9. Enzo Cupid, and the run goes nowhere. Fun Bus have it back, and they've thrown it out to Flash Bandit, who has a first down. Enya throws. Pendragon, who's having a great game so far, gains 7. Wintercoat runs for the first down. This is a tasteful looking combination, but there's another interception. Cupid's picked it off. Saturno with the run, and he's shoved out of bounds after 15 yards. McClintock throws deflected by Rhombus. Cupid to Saturno. Rhombus can't make the tackle, and Saturno goes the distance to make it 2-1. That's fumbled, and Cupid has recovered it. Saturno. First down, 19 yards. McClintock throws. It's deflected by Pendragon. Cupid to Koff Zerma for the touchdown. It's now 2-2. All right, Luther Pendragon needs to try and settle things down for the Fun Bus and gains 30-odd yards there, which is a good way to start. Catches the next one as well for 15. Catches the next one as well for 4. You want the numbers to go up, not down. Enya throws. Caught by Pendragon, who's being covered by Saturno, who's unable so far to contain the big lad. Rhombus on second and goal for the Fun Bus, and it's just out the back of the corner, but Pendragon gets it on the 3rd attempt to make it 3-2. It is now 3rd and 10, and the Fun Bus get another stop. Colt Rhombus, good run, gains 7. Enya gets it to Flash Bandit, who's down at the 2-yard line. Felicia Wintercoat, run it? Nope. All right, touchdown Pendragon. Please yourself. 4-2 is the score line, but this is KSA. You never rule them out. Never ever rule KSA out. But right now, the Fun Bus have got to be bouncing. And that's Koff Zerma. Touchdown. 4-3. Rhombus had to throw it behind the line. Pendragon unfortunately caught it, and they lost a couple of yards. 3rd and 14. Wintercoat is sacked by Phoebe Brat Salad. Half-time rolls around. KSA have got the ball. Is Saturno. I don't know where he was throwing that, but that was off target. McClintock also thrown behind the line, but Datebook's got the catch and picks up 8. There's Kelvin Datebook again to tie the scores 4-4. See how quickly a 2-point lead is just evaporated. Flash with another catch. Breaks 1 tackle. And that's a 40-yard gain. Wintercoat goes forward, gains 3. Rhombus with the throw. Pendragon with the catch. Breaks a tackle. He's down to the opposing 6. Enya looking for targets. Finds Wintercoat for the touchdown. 5-4 Fun Bus. And I think it's fair to say that no one should be underestimating the Sunshine Fun Bus. Kof Zerma breaks a tackle, touchdown. It was a late block that freed up that touchdown, but even so, I mean, Zerma there proving the value, and that's an interception. McClintock's picked that one off. Both teams a little bit fraught when it comes to giving the ball away, but it's 3rd and 8 for KSA, but Datebook manages to get open. Breaks a tackle and a 34-yard first down. Enya with the deflection. McClintock throws. It's deflected by Wintercoat, 3rd and 10. Cupid. And a good piece of defence. Flash Bandit stopping it at the line. Saturno now making a deflection. And Zerma making a deflection. Wintercoat. It's a first down. Finally, someone caught the ball. Pendragon's wide open on the sideline. And gains 34 yards. Dark Mode Enya throws. Flash Bandit with the catch. And that's 27 yards. Wintercoat with the run gains 1. His Rhombus is sacked by McClintock, 3rd and 12. Enya. Pendragon first down. 4 to go to the end zone. First attempt, no good. Second attempt is good. Bandit makes it 6-5. Whilst the Turtle Flash Bandit's been injured by Kof Zerma, Tequila Pamplemousse has subbed in, and Pamplemousse is a decent player. She's not Flash Bandit, but still a decent player. The Mutant had eaten up 3/4 of the field on one play. There's the touchdown, it's 6-all. Okay, Rhombus with the throw, it's over everyone's head. Enya. You've got a wide open player there. It was Pamplemousse had about 20 yards of space in all directions. And the Fun Bus can't capitalise. KSA with a chance to take the lead. 3rd and 1, Enzo Cupid. Deflected by Pendragon, a key play. Pendragon with a catch. 6-all, 9 plays left. Enya throws a 6-yarder. Wintercoat is deflected by Saturno, 3rd and 4. And it's thrown away. 6 plays left. Saturno is stopped after just 2 yards. And it's a deflection from Rhombus. The pass defending from the Fun Bus has been exceptional in this game. And we're now down to 3 plays. This is going to end in a tie. Yeah, last play of the game. Fun Bus with the ball, but Pendragon has got a little bit of a lead. It's just not enough. Well, I think that was the right result. Final score, KSA 6, Sunshine Fun Bus 6. Player of the game, Luther Pendragon, 271 receiving, 12 pancakes, 3 touchdowns, 3 deflections. Raz McClintock for the KSA, 68 fan points, 122 passing, 2 touchdowns, 1 sack, 2 interceptions. Pancakes, 29 for Ed Big Mother and for Sunshine Fun Bus, and then on KSA, 46 for Phoebe Brat Salad. Quality game. Quality game. Game of quality. Quality game. We've got 2 to play up in Bad Company, so let's get the budget roadies taking on the miners. Which sort of mine? Picks Creek, that's where they're from. This could be a game. It could be a game. Both teams 5-1 at the moment, but neither team having played anyone particularly mighty, and we're in the fog. Ground game, then. Well, the miners do play in the dark, usually, so there's that. Still no deaths. But that's just the thing, Wolfgang. Most weeks, no deaths. Most weeks, there's very little violence. You know, a bunch of injuries at most. Teddy Splitcapper goes nowhere. Hump Bogus for the miners goes everywhere. It's a 26-yard run. Zelda Augments could cause an injury, a 9-yard gain. Splitcapper, this time he makes a bit of a move and gains 8. Bogus is stopped at the line by Doomgiver. Augments gains 2. Splitcapper on 3rd and 8. Manages to break through. And that's a 31-yard gain. Bogus. Stopped behind the line by Doomgiver. Augments. Touchdown. 1-0 miners. Alright, Strong Ways gets the first catch of the game. And it's an 8-yarder off Dirty Woods. John DeCaro doing some nice running there. Gains 16. Is Travis Doomgiver. Sacked by Craig Franklin. Dirty Woods, he tries a run, gains 2 yards. DeCaro, he's running again, but he can only get 2, and that gives the ball back to the Miners. 6-yard gain from Split Kappa. Here's Bogus, tackle for a loss by Thrust, and Xanadu coming up with a tackle for loss to end the drive. But Budget so far is having difficulty getting started. Capsicum Disco making a catch and then a first down from Doomgiver. Woods, a bit of open field ahead of him, gains 7. DeCaro, good throw but deflected by Stampede. Doomgiver just scraping a first down. Woods gains a yard. DeCaro is sacked by Augments. Doomgiver gains 4 yards and the Miners have the ball back. Split Kappa goes 2. Bogus, a 5-yard gain, 3rd and 2. Augments stuffed behind the line, and we're back to Budget again. And this is based on how both teams are playing at the moment. This is going to be an absolute scrap in the fog. Grim Pricks makes an interception. Woods throws a short one. It's 2nd and 6. DeCaro with the ball. He manages to do enough evasion to gain 11 yards and a first down. Vanderpool comes up with a sack. Woods throws, and it's Disco. A 40-yard first down gain from Capsicum Disco, and Budget could see the end zone if it was possible to see it in the fog. That was a bad idea for a pass. A 2-yard gain and the drive stalls out. Hump Bogus. Big run, 28 yards. Augments. 9-yard gain. Split Kappa on 2nd and 1 goes nowhere. Bogus on 3rd and 1. Has to work for it. Eventually picks up 6. Augments. Hasn't really had a good run yet, but that was a 1-yard gain. Bogus on 3rd and 7. Stopped after 3. Budget back on. Nothing on first down. DeCaro. A pass to Woods for 9, and Doomgiver just falls over the line to get the first down. Half-time rolls around, it's 1-0. Woods gains 3. Woods now with, DeCaro with the ball, and that pass is deflected by Bogus. And Doomgiver does nothing. And then here comes a sack, followed by a tackle for loss, followed by a tackle for loss. Righto, back to Budget. I just had a feeling that was going to go that way. DeCaro. Oh, lovely little dump-off pass to Travis Doomgiver, who gets 15 yards and then follows it up with a 2-yard run. Woods fumbles. Vanderpool picks it up. Miners taking possession in their own half of the field. Bogus is stuffed for nothing. 3rd and 6. Augments has a step, but it's not enough to get the first down. Woods evades a couple of players, gets 3. These two teams are incredibly well matched when you take away the pass game. There's nothing in it at all. This is a proper scrap in the middle of the field. Augments just managing to get the first down. Split Kappa is having probably his quietest game of the season, as the line is so evenly matched that tackles are just coming. 3rd and 11 for the Roadies. No. All right, back to the Miners again. Split Kappa gains 2. Hello, what I'd really like is to see all of my rushing averages drop to nothing, please. Can do. Woods with a throw, and it's an actual catch for 9 yards. DeCaro on 2nd and short is intercepted by Hump Bogus on a 50-50 ball with Capsicum Disco. Split Kappa gets to the opposing 6. Bogus to the end zone for a touchdown. 2-0 Miners, and that'll probably be enough. DeCaro is deflected by Stampede. Doomgiver still does nothing. Split Kappa, a first down throw for 11. Hump Bogus with 14 plays left in the game runs for 9. Augments needs only a little, gets it. Split Kappa gets nothing. Bogus fumbles it, but it's recovered by their own team. Augments runs for 1. Budget throws it out to Capsicum Disco, and that's a 51-yard gain. A little more of that in this game would have helped. Capsicum gets another catch for 14. It's too late though, and the passing is just so unreliable in the fog. DeCaro, good run, but only worth 7 yards. The Miners back in possession. 4 plays left. It's going to be a win for the Miners, but neither team coming away from this one smelling particularly glorious. Although Zelda Augments has been injured by Travis Doomgiver. Kino Biography is subbed in, but it's not going to change anything. Neither team managing to break 250 yards. That tells you all you need to know. Picks Creek 2, budget nil. Roy Talley, player of the game with 41 fan points. 18 pancakes, 3 sacks. That's it. That's all he did. Travis Doomgiver for the Roadies with 39 fan points. 3 tackles for loss and an injury inflicted. All right. Okay. Pancakes. I don't think either team was particularly doing any. Pamela Mustard with 15. Roy Talley with 18. And that's why he's player of the game. Yeah. Incredibly evenly matched in the line. Just what a rough game. I mean, I don't know about you, but I don't mind losing if my team has played well. If I can look at a team afterwards and go, oh yeah, they did that well, then I'm happy. It doesn't matter what the result is. Grunt Auto Group taking on the Fire Chefs. Fire Chefs last week looked really good, but it's Grunt Auto Group. Now Grunt are mixing it up. It's a fair roster, so it's anybody's guess. But the Chefs looked pretty good last week. Will they continue to do so against a perennially strong team? Well, not on the strength of that throw, they won't. Georgia Wheelchair with the toss. It's deflected by Clacton Express. Giovanni Etc. is deflected by Muluab. Muluab, incidentally, leading the way as league MVP at the moment. Grunt have thrown an interception. I'm not even joking. Leading the way as league MVP. Georgie Wheelchair runs for 1. Chef's got the ball back, etc. with a good throw, and it's deflected by Whitey Hart. Typewriter throws. It's caught, but it's not a first down. Grunt take back over. Muluab with a catch and go immediately. A 38-yard catch from Simple Simbil. Giovanni comes up with a sack. Isn't he an elf? Yeah. Elves have got no right sacking anybody. Clacton catches a 2-yarder for the first down. Whitey Hart there picks up 5. Ford Sporks, just in a determined kind of forward run, gains a first down, touchdown Muluab, and it's 1-0 Grunt. Wheelchair looks for a target, and it's a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 7. Giovanni to Wheelchair, who's too slow to pick up the yards, and that's that then. Hart with a catch on first down. Down at the 1-yard line. Clacton, end zone. Hart, touchdown. All right, Typewriter gives up on throwing the ball. Wise move. Gains 8 yards around the outside of the line. Chad makes his first catch. Good. And it's a 40-yarder for Chad. We love Chad. Yeah. Is he good? He's all right. He's not great, but he's not bad, but he's got a rad name. Anyway, the Chefs have crashed out again because the pass defence for Grunt is doing a solid job. Muluab with another good catch, breaks a tackle and is into enemy territory, 35 yards. Sporks ran the outside of the lane and it breaks a late tackle, gains 24. Simbil throws. It's caught in traffic by Hart. Clacton runs for nothing. 2nd and goal. Sporks, end zone. Muluab, touchdown. Sleep Bunsen makes a deflection. His Wheelchair throws. It's intercepted by Clacton. All right. Okay. Yeah. This is the point you switch it off and just kind of go, not my week. Oh, hold on. Strongbad's made an interception for the Chefs. They're bringing it back. Refusing to say die. A good return as well. Typewriter throws for 4. Wheelchair with a throw. It's Buster Plough with a catch and he's got a good lead. Gets down to the 3-yard line. Chefs want to pull one back. They do so and it's Chad who gets it done. Sack from Georgie Wheelchair. The Chefs stepping it up a gauge. 3rd and 3. Sporks. There's an injury on the field. Whitey Hart there making a catch. Joey Fields has been injured by Activity Tallahassee. Fritz Beermat subbing in for the Chefs. Muluab with another catch. Yeah, 39 yards. Sporks gains 5. Simbil with the throw, and it's Sporks with a 2-yard catch. And that one goes nowhere. And the chefs make a stop on their own goal line. Chad gains 27 yards. Wheelchair with the throw. Buster Plough with a good catch and go. Buster Plough, future superstar. Yeah. I mean, arguably current superstar, but not quite. Muluab makes a deflection. Half-time rolls around. Grunt are up 3-1. And that's another deflection from Muluab. And there's an interception. Clacton's picked it off again. And takes it back to the halfway line. Grunt taking back over. Fritz Biermack coming up with a sack. Whitey makes a catch for 9. But the chefs stop the forward momentum and have another shot. Wheelchair with the throw. It's caught by Plough for 6. 3rd and 4. And that's only a 1 yard gain. It's not quite enough. Back to the auto group. Muluab's got the catch. And that's a 27 yard first down. 6 catches for 162. That's pretty good. Clacton throws for 19. Sporks runs nowhere. Sim Bill, 2nd and goal, throws it away. 3rd and goal. Clacton, end zone. Whitey Hart, touchdown. Plough with a catch to take it back the other way, and it's a 26 yard gain. Wheelchair with the throw. Muluab with the deflection. That's his 5th today. Yeah. Wheelchair decides to run it. It doesn't really work. 2nd and 9. And that one's deflected by Muluab. That's number 6. Okay. He's unlikely to break any records, but this will be enough to get him Player of the Week. Clacton with a throw, but it goes nowhere. 2nd and 10. And Muluab's got the catch. It's 22 yards. He's on 184. Whitey Hart gets the first down. Clacton throws it away. Sporks. Sacked by Chad. Simbil with the throw. It's caught, but only for 4 yards. Another good stop by the chefs. Considering who they're up against, the chefs are playing all right. It's just their offense is not quite clicking, but their defense is getting it done. Chad with a good catch. And he's still on his feet. Hart unable to make the initial tackle. And Chad picks up 53 yards. Typewriter, an instant interception. Clacton's got the 3rd of the game. Clacton wants Player of the Week. Hart with a catch and a first down. That one's a missed throw. It was never a good throw, that one. Sporks throws late, but it's to nobody. Simbil completes. Muluab's got the catch and is still on his feet for a touchdown. Okay, yeah. All right, Wheelchair. Not a lot there, but Chad made a catch. Sporks with a deflection on, and we're back to a first down for Grunt. Muluab's got a catch and a touchdown. Holy mackerel. Yeah, that Dark Elf has got some mustard. Olivetti runs for 12. Buster Plough making another reappearance, gains 28 yards. He's got 7 catches in this game, but he hasn't really broken out. Muluab's 7th deflection. Giovanni drops the ball, and Grunt can now run the clock out with a tactical first down or 2. Clacton throws to the flat. Hart's got the catch. This is a lively looking Grunt offense, and I know they've been mixing pieces round a bit, but I think they might have found a formula or a format that will work for them. As last player of the game turns up, Sporks. Muluab with the touchdown. Yeah. Okay, Grunt Auto Group 7, Fire Chefs 1. Player of the game, Muluab Verbose with 108, and that makes him front runner for Player of the Week. 287 receiving, 5 touchdowns, 7 passes deflected. Giovanni, etc. for the Fire Chefs, 38 fan points, didn't break 100 in any discipline. 1 touchdown, 2 sacks, 1 interception. Okay, Pancakes at the Grunt Auto Group. Angus Sleep Bunsen with 52. Frog Plots with 60. Tallahassee did 39. That's a good result. For the Chefs, Strong Bad with 22. One-sided line play, baby. Yeah. All right, I guess I'm up next. Yep. And then we just go on to the main event. Yep. Okay. I reckon the Palms will win this, you know. Yeah. We lost Ross, right? Now, Ross was never the linchpin to the team, but he did pass rather well. Now, I mean, the sheriff can throw, but the coach hates him. So that's not got all the hallmarks of this going well. So we're using the opportunity to train Sheriff Rotten, duly bedecked in his number 1 shirt. Let's see what he's got. What have you got, Sheriff? Show us what you're working with. Oh, you ran it. Well, that's not the plan. Gorgeous Leonard straight up the middle. I mean, that is the plan. Yeah. Nice one, Lenny. 30-yard gain. Steve, he's running the ball. Lovely work, Steve. Lovely work, Steve. 11 yards. Sheriff's running it again. Don't run it, Sheriff. Leonard's fumbled it. Okay, but we recovered. Steve with a late throw to nobody in particular. That's the end of the drive. Palms his first attempt. There goes Jovial. Gains 7 up the middle. Amory, tidal pull with the passes deflected by Laney. Blowout. The Sheriff throws the ball. Thank the Lord. Lenny can't do it. Steve, what you playing with? Steve tries a pass. Steve, I'm going to drop you from runner, you know. If you can't be trusted to do... There's Bulldozer Power player Julio Lobster with a 40-yard gain. Amory, tidal pull. Yeah, I know, I stole... No, I didn't. I paid good money for Julio Lobster, only to have him ripped out of my hands at the end of the season. Great run from Jovial for 22. Tidal pull gets nothing. Ubiquitous gets nothing. Jovial to the end zone. 1-0 Shady Palms. Throw the ball, Sheriff. Steve drops the ball. Leonard, he's smothered in tacklers but breaks through the lot of them. And he gains 27 yards. Steve's running it. Nice one, Steve. Julio might make the tackle, but he doesn't. Juke brings him down after 24. Sheriff with the throw. Ook belts sand, gets a catch. And it's 25 yards. Nice one, Ook. Gorgeous Leonard with the touchdown. That's more like it, team. That's what I want to see from you. Impairment runs for nothing. Tidal pull. Throws. It's Julio with a good catch. And it's 27 yards. Ubiquitous tries a run, doesn't work. Jovial. See, Jovial's fast enough to evade my defensive wall, providing, of course, they haven't just been knocked over. Julio, good catch. Touchdown, Shady Palms, 2-1. And it's an interception. Amory tidal pull's taken it to the house to make it 3-1. The Sheriff throwing a bad pass. Beltsand picks up 18. Lenny's running it. Nice one, Lenny. 8 yards. Steve throws short. He wasn't covered. There was no one there. You didn't throw it far enough, you stupid troll. 8 yards. Interception. Pedro Ubiquitous has picked that one off. Okay. Jovial's on the run again and he's got plenty of space to go and he gets 14 yards. Tidal pull, a 2-yard gain. Ubiquitous throws deflected by Beltsand. Jovial gets the first down. Jovial impairment, a hell of a player. A 20-yard gain. Tidal pull, looks, throws. And I tell you something, I think Dark Elves are going to be in demand like Draken were a couple of seasons ago, when it became evident that that Dragon dudes were getting it done. Everybody wanted them. It's 3rd and 10. Steve. Well, okay. Steve throws to Lenny, and Lenny's got us a first down, 37-yard gain. That's his first ever career catch. Nice one, Leonard. Throw the ball, Sheriff. Nope, he ran it and he gained 6. Gorgeous Leonard on the move. Oh, it's poetry in motion. Oh, Leonard, you spoil me with your 38-yard run. There goes Big Steve, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. 3-2 now. Miguel Jupe with a nice catch. Beltsand's closing in, and it's a 42-yard gain. Jovial stopped at the line. Okay, Dougie Conglomerate makes a deflection. 3rd and 10, and it's deflected by Doug once more. The Sheriff with a throw. Deflected by Ubiquitous. Lenny. God, I love this guy. Smash it. You see that, Steve? See, players who do that, I love it. Now you see Steve's going, I want some of that action. So Steve's on the move as well. Sheriff Rotten throws a short one to Steve Morey. Yeah, you're not going to tackle him. No. Makes it 3-all. Beautiful. Jovial gets only 1 yard. Tidal pull. gets a first down, 11 yards gained. Pedro Ubiquitous throws a short one. It's deflected by Steve. Jovial, though, should get the first down. Does so, and quite a lot more. 11 carries for 106. Almost 10 a carry for Jovial impairment. And normally you go, well, that's not that impressive. And you kind of go, BDP's rush defence is not what it used to be, but it is still good. So that is incredibly impressive. Doug's dropped the ball. Flipping heck, Doug. All right, Leonard gets 8. Steve, don't blow it. Steve blows it. Tidal Paul picks it off. Ubiquitous with the throw deflected by Doug. Jovial's got plenty of space to run into and takes full advantage of it for a touchdown. The Sheriff is sacked by Clarence Budgie. Here's Leonard on 2nd and 14. Straight ahead running, goes only 4. Steve throws a short one to Leonard, who somehow manages to fight off linebackers to get a first down. The Sheriff throws to Doug, who gets involved in the game finally. Come on, team, tie it up. All right, nice one, Lenny. Hey, 31 yards from gorgeous Leonard. Big Steve's on the go. Big Steve's still on the go. And a 15-yard gain. Sheriff Rotten decides he can run too and gets a touchdown to make it 4-all. First team to blink loses. 3rd and 7. Tidal Paul's trying to run. It's ambitious, but it worked. A 9-yard gain. Pedro Ubiquitous with a throw and Julio's wide open. Not sure why Laney looked like she was doing the coverage there. I don't think she necessarily was, but it ended poorly for us there anyway. Jovial's got a lane, stopped short of the first down marker. Tidal Paul sacked by Big Steve. Pedro throws it out of bounds. BDP have a chance to win it. An 8-yard gain on the pass on first down. Leonard's running it. Has another first. Gains 17. 9 plays left. Steve with the throw. Throws it to Leonard. There are worse ideas. Leonard gains 25. Sheriff Rotten with the throw gets it to Beltsand, who gains 14. 18 yards to go, 6 plays left. Steve throws to Beltsand. Steve going, I'm a quarterback. You go, you're just not a quarterback, Steve. But the Palms aren't done. They can put up big yards, and they will put some up here as impairment goes for 14. Tidal Paul. Bad throws. 2 plays to go. Ubiquitous. Bad throw. Last play. Jovial. I mean, he's got a 60-yard run in him, but not today. Flipping. That was a good game. Yeah, that could have gone either way very easily. Player of the game, Steve Murray. BDP winning it 5-4. Steve, 77 fan points. Didn't break 100 in any discipline. Oh, Steve. 12 pancakes, 3 touchdowns, 16 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, a sack and a deflection. Clarence Budgie for Shady Palms, 42 fan points, 36 pancakes, 2 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 1 deflection. Pancakes at the Palms. Can anyone beat Budgie's 36? No. Over on BDP, top of the tree, Denial Ice Chest, signed this afternoon. Gets the most pancakes for us this evening with 32. Okay. That brings us on to our highlight game of the week. The undefeated, the only perfect record of City Axemen up against the almost perfect record of the Volcamoose Saints. It's a showdown. And who did Volcamoose lose to? Of City. Right? You know? Right? You know? All right. Viking gets us rolling and goes for a run for 3 yards. Susie Ruby on second down gets 13. Wrong ground. Waits all day. Throws all the way downtown where Shandy Worthless goes, you know, I'm good, right? And makes an interception and returns it about 40-odd yards. That's Shandy Worthless's 50th career interception. Vikings picked it off again, so no change there. All right, we might as well just start the game again. Susie Ruby runs for 4. 3rd and 5. And there's Erlen Dickberg making a good catch. And it's a 33-yard gain. Viking on first down. Throws is deflected by Love Handles. Ruby up the middle. 1 yard gained. Ground. Throws flat. It's not good enough. Out of City get the stop. Chris Biscuit with a sack on first down. Viking with a deflection on second down. And Chopstick can only gain 2 yards on third. And the Saints take back over. Ruby gains 6. That one's gone nowhere, and we're back with the Axemen. Serenity throws love handles with the catch into the Saints' half of the field. Andre Dreadzor runs straight up the middle, gains 4 yards. Chopstick can't get anywhere. 3rd and 6. Serenity is stopped immediately. Back to the Saints. Viking throws intercepted by Worthless. 2nd of the game. Dreadzor gets a 6-yard catch and then is sacked by Slop Ridges. Chopstick throws deflected by Viking, and we're back to the Saints. Sacked by Trellis Cosmic. Ruby throws. Ridges manages to catch that one under the watchful gaze of Shandy Worthless. Dickberg's got this one. He's been covered by Andre Dreadzor, who'd let that coverage slip. Actually, it's Gibby Love Handles supposedly doing the job there, and the Saints are in range. And Ruby, the rookie, punches it in for the first score of the game. Hold on, it's all happening. Ruby has now got the ball following a forced fumble. The Saints making moves. Ruby gains just 4. 3rd and 5. Ron ground manages to get the first down. Has enough space and is down at the 2-yard line. Viking gets a little bit closer. Ruby on 2nd and goal, touchdown. 2-0 Volcamoose at the current time. And at the moment, Ob City's defence is playing a blinder, but the Volcamoose offence is just managing to break through. Because, of course, Volcamoose have also got a stellar defence. Ron throws, end zone, deflected by Shandy. Viking, end zone, caught by Ridges to make it 3-0. Serenity, lovely piece of running there. Gains 6. Dreadzor, terrible idea of a throw, and Viking picks up the interception. Oh, that was... just should have kept running. It's all right. Worthless has picked off his 3rd interception for the game. And he's going to chew up a whole bunch of the field to take it back to the halfway line. Serenity on 1st down gains not a lot. Dreadzor throws to Love Handles, who is just short of the 1st down. Half-time rolls around. Axemen trailing 3-0 at the moment. Have 1 yard to go for the 1st down, which they get. Serenity. Another 6 yards. Pritchard Serenity, heck of a player, but had a quiet season so far, despite being on a very strong team. Serenity gains 17 there. Dreadzor to the end zone. Touchdown, Love Handles. Viking, caught by Dickberg. Erlen Dickberg, nice catch, nice return, 30 yards. Susie Ruby, having a bit of a breakout game, is the rookie. Ron throws, Dickberg with the catch, and it's a 17-yard gain. Viking again, and that one has nothing going for it. Ruby throws, and it's picked off by Worthless, who's got his 4th interception of the day. And yet Volcamoose are somehow managing to stay on top. Pritchard Serenity's been injured by Erlen Dickberg. Blade Territory has subbed in as a runner for the Axemen. I'm not sure we've ever seen Blade Territory play runner, but that was a completed pass to Love Handles for 17 yards. Dreadzor with the throw, and it's deflected by Biscuit. Chopstick runs for 6. Territory's pretty solid. I bet he doesn't play defence though. Well, maybe not, but that's a fumble and a slight recovery. 2nd and goal. Chopstick sacked by Ruby. Territory straight up the middle, just muscles in to make it 3-2. Under 30 plays left in the game. Trellis Cosmic coming up with another sack. Ron ground on 3rd and 11 gets it to Dickberg, which is the right move. 24-yard gain. Viking throws, deflected by Worthless. Keep it away from Worthless. He wants it. 3rd and 10. Ron. And that one's deflected by Worthless again. Dreadzor. Little Susie Ruby's been injured by Emmanuel Weathercone. Spangles Hunkerdome subbing in. Spangles is a pretty solid player. But Susie Ruby was having a really good game. Worthless makes a catch for the 1st down. Dreadzor throws, and Love Handles is wide open to tie the score up with just 20 plays left. Is it a comeback? I don't know, but this is a great run from Hunkerdome, who's come off the bench, clearly feeling lively, in a 13-yard gain there. Viking muscles it for 2. Hunkerdome with a throw, and it's intercepted for the 5th time in this game by Shandy Worthless. Dreadzor runs nowhere. Worthless with a catch. And steps out of bounds after 22 yards. Territory up the middle. Fights for 2. Dreadzor can't get much more than that. 3rd and goal. Abby Chopstick is probably not going to work. Just squeaks in. 4-3 Axemen. Now, if you'd have asked at half-time, you'd have gone, I don't think the Axemen have got it. Hold on, they might not have. Slop Ridges with a good catch, picking up some big yards. And there's another interception, but that one's Love Handles who's picked that one off, and that will surely kill the game. 4 plays to go, but it's 3rd and 12. Territory throws it away. 3 plays to win it. Well, no, 3 plays to tie it up for the Saints, and they're not going to get there. They haven't got any big play players. Even Dickberg won't get all the way there. No. The Volcamoose having a run of the game there, but not quite managing it, as Shandy Worthless snags Player of the Week with 110 fan points. Axemen winning it 4-3. What does Shandy Worthless do? 3 deflections and 5 interceptions. Nothing else. Chris Biscuit for Volcamoose, 69 fan points, 58 pancakes, 1 sack, 1 deflection, and 15 tackles. Pancake Artiste over on the Axeman. Trellis Cosmic with 34, whereas obviously Chris Biscuit for Volcamoose with 58. Whew. Yeah. All right, it's that time, everybody. Tune in. The Nomads have got a bounty awarded to them against the Minstrels. If Bangers is here, I'll be amazed. I'm going to give it like 10 seconds because Bangers didn't put in a game plan. No game plan. No apologies for not putting in a game plan. You don't get to make the decision. And not a word from you to say like, oh yeah, I'm just not available on Tuesday. Just let us know. Do you still want to play or not? You put in a game plan last week, but you had a month to do it. Right. Okay, well, it's an AI decide then. Boop. Sunshine Fun Bus Coach Marmund wants to work the players harder this week. Didn't you have this last week as well? Lion, are you around? I don't know if you are or not. Obviously, you're going to accept this, but if you're around, you get to decide that for yourself. Yeah. Lion? Lion? Anyone? Lion? I'm only on a short delay on the stream this week. Actually, Lion probably would have commented on his game because that was an absolute banger of a game. I'm going to go, let's just do it. Everyone wants a training event, so let's go. Trade negotiated? No. Okie dokie, what have we got? Grunt Autogrit Smoke Taco has improved. Borscht Axel Rod at the Axemen. Ooh, Hank Donk has had a training session. Come on, son. That's the ticket. At the Minstrels, Dremen Windsock, coming off a good game, has also had a training session. Pony Murder Traub at the Nomads has improved. Stein Henryberg at the Sea Raiders has improved up to an 83 starter rating. Dragon Turdigov has trained as well. Denial Ice Chest joins the team, makes the team happier. Woohoo! The Nomads have placed a bounty on Gillian Void Monkey. Oh, Mr. Cag has made everybody sad at the Beekeepers. And then at Sunshine Fun Bus, it's Kick Jess who has improved in training. Stardozer, meanwhile, are having a good time because Lloyd Gadzooks is throwing a party. Well, that's nice. All right, players of the week. 4 deflections, Muluab, Verbose with 7 at Grunt Auto Group. Travis Doomgiver at the Budget Roadies, 3 tackles for loss. Sacks, Chuck Monkey Cage at Erg Melanflex with 4. Interception, Shandy Worthless's 5 is a good one. And then tackles, Will Spin Gold at Failurewood with 20. Defensive Player of the Week, Shandy Worthless. Over on offense, Pancakes, Kathy Glowpad at the Beekeepers with 76. Receiving yards, it's Gillian Void Monkey at the Minstrels with 351. Rush yards, Rocky Melons for the Bouncers, 260. Passing yards, Simple Symbol at Grunt Auto Group, but total yards was OT Freemason at the Beekeepers. Offensive Player of the Week, Gillian Void Monkey for the Minstrels. But overall Player of the Week, Shandy Worthless for the Axemen. If you want to know why the Axemen won, that's why. Shandy Worthless. Right, what have we got that's exciting next week? What is next week? It's a game. So it is. It's a conference week next week, okay? Yeah, all right. Where are the games that slap? Wait for it. Wait for it. We'll find one. I mean, that could be a fun game. Wizards Toy Masters. Yeah. Melonflex Axemen. That could be a good game. It depends if Melonflex decide to play their team or not. And then I'm not seeing any real bangers of games. Grunt versus Marsupials. I mean, Grunt's defense isn't quite there, but offensively they look terrifying. No, there aren't any games that automatically slap next week. So we'll see how it goes. I'll leave you with the standings and we'll call it there. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back next week with more of the same. Tune in for that. Thanks very much for watching. Cheerio. Wrong button.